Facebooks.
The Facebooks.
The Facebooks.
It's happening on YouTubes.
You know what? I bet it's doing it on my profile too.
I bet it is.
I can't talk.
Oh, I know. There's
so we had a great broadcast. I can't talk.
Got a lot going on.
Yep, here we are.
But definitely.
I don't know why it does that. I didn't set it up to do that, but
here we go.
Oh my gosh, this is so funny. More people are watching on my profile than on our page. Anyway, whatever.
That does figure.
Hello! Good to have you here.
Yes.
Thank you for joining me for my birthday.
Yes.
Hey, hi, Andrew.
Hello.
All right, I see.
Andrew, frequently the first in the house. Or is it Aaron?
Oh, here we go. Okay, here's
There's a bunch.
Melissa.
Okay.
The YouTube feed says it doesn't start until 5.
Oh my.
What?
Oh my. Is the YouTube up though?
The YouTube is up. Let me.
You can switch to YouTube if you choose.
Okay, it's live now on
it's
YouTube.
Happening. If you're waiting until 5, we won't be here.
Hi, Laurice. Thank you, and Julie. Thank you. Thank you, Melissa and Mom.
Hello.
Thank you. Happy Valentine's Day to all of you.
I think it's high time we pop this.
I think it's time we open this bubble.
I said to myself, I was just about to pop, and I said, do it on the air. Because nothing is more satisfying than, I think you can do honor. I got a little thing to get to. Be right back.
Oh, it was slow on your end. Well, you know what? It's always slow on our end, so I feel you. Yay! I hope I get some food soon, because otherwise this could go south. It really could. But yay! Birthday bubbles. Okay. We were going to do mimosas, and then we didn't bring over the orange juice, so that would probably give us a little nutrition, actually.
It wouldn't be so bad.
Badly needed.
Did you want to 75 that up or what?
You know what? I'm not going to have a French 75 until I've had some food.
That sounds fair.
Just,
But as a matter of fact, I remember
not
that
okay. All right, we are poured. Hello, Michael. Oh, Laurice, we are in the living room. We're right across from the bar. The bar is right over there. Oh, Lisa and Errol, hello. Thank you very much, and happy Valentine's Day to you. Okay, good. All right, I think I'm caught up. Noon on a Sunday for me is just, but here we are. And it was completely my idea to start at noon, so I got no one to blame but myself.
Nobody's fault but mine. If you could pass me that one, please.
Yes, all right.
And do we have any bitters to go in there?
We have I meant to bring the cranberry bitters over, and I totally forgot.
I'll leave that right there. So
Sunday
many things.
Morning.
So many things.
Yay. Okay, good. Oh, okay, we have a few people on YouTube.
Excellent.
Keith, thank you very much. Happy Valentine's Day.
It takes a second for people to drop in.
I'll make sure I haven't missed anyone.
Maybe getting an
announcement.
announcement.
Hello, Terry. Good to see you. And Dano, hi. Happy Valentine's Day to all of you. And Fred, I saw you, Fred. Happy Valentine's Day. Hey, I'm so happy you're here. Cheers. I clinked you.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate the clink.
I made it. Another year. Sunday fun day. That's right, Terry.
Hey.
Does anyone have any plans today? I know it's a little challenging this year, but hopefully you've got something planned. Even if you're just staying home by yourself, I hope you bought yourself some chocolates or something. That's sort of the gist of Glendora's video today, because she's alone on Valentine's Day, but she is making the best of it. So, Doug, thank you. And Michelle, hi, good to see you. Oh boy, I'm getting sniffly. Yay, okay. I'm just waiting to see if anyone replies, but cool. So how's breakfast coming?
Oh, it's coming.
He says, oh, it's coming. Okay. Oh, they're tea cakes. They're little fancy. I felt like we needed fancy cakes for brunch.
Right.
Happy Valentine's Day from Cabo San Lucas. Ooh, nice. I wish I was there. Haven't had any trips in a while, but one day. So I'm just curious if are Are you guys Valentine's Day lovers or haters? I know that there are a lot of haters out there, but since it's my birthday, I love, so. Ooh. Marty, hello. Marty and Nina. Good to see you. Happy Valentine's Day. And Marie, hello.
Hello.
And Jennifer, hi. Thank you. It's so good to see you guys. Yeah. We're morning drinking. Well, actually, it's afternoon here. We didn't start until noon. But
It's allowed.
I know. So, okay, I think I'm caught up. How's everyone today? Oh, it looks like my breakfast is coming. Yay. Okay. Hi, Bernie. Happy Valentine's Day. And Larry? Oh, thank you, Jennifer. Jennifer likes my dress. I figured, you know, I should go big. I'm a little hot though. It's not a breathable fabric, so burning up a little bit in it, but thank you.
A little warm over there.
Ooh. I have eggs Benedict coming. Hey. When we said brunch, we weren't kidding. We're gonna be eating brunch while we chat with all of you. I guess I can move these little plates. We don't need those. Yay, I love that all of you are here. Thank you. This is exciting for me. I get a birthday party. I never have birthday parties. I've told this story. I never throw myself birthday parties because in February there's a 80% chance it will get snowed out. So I can't handle it. Oh yeah, the chocolate covered pretzels. Paul just bought those this morning. So I haven't even had one yet. But I am ready to eat. Coming over?
Coming over.
Okay. All right. Oh, I made my fancy yacht club fold on the napkins, but
Oh yeah.
But I just undid it, so
It's been undone. What you're
it's
preparing.
been undone.
Gotta eat.
Food. Okay. I feel like we should be making a cocktail, you know, but it's a
Put some
little
food in
early
those
for
first.
that. Eggs Benedict on Valentine's Day seems like a bad omen. Chaz. Yay. I'm excited about it. And hello, Chaz. Good to see you. Happy Valentine's Day.
We have little napkins over there.
We do. We have all kinds of napkins. Oh, Fred. Thank you. Yay. Okay. I'm waiting for my food to come over so Paul can join us and we can have a real conversation and not just me babbling. But I'm happy that you're here to babble too. Thank you. Yeah, Jennifer, I learned all kinds of things at the club, like how to fold napkins. It is so hot in here. I could demonstrate the yacht club fold. You fold your napkin into a triangle. I'm just killing time until Paul comes over with the food. Fold it into a triangle. And then you fold, it's hard to, okay, I'll do it on here. And then you fold it over like that. So you fold you have your triangle, and then you fold it in like this, the two corners, I guess I should say. And then you turn it over and fold it over itself again. And then you fold it one more time, and you've got a fancy yacht club fold. Hi, Amy. Good to see you. Happy Valentine's Day. Folded linen napkins are what separates us from the animals. That's right. I have a whole book on folding napkins that I found. It's like a 50s book. Should bring it. You know, we should do a napkin folding tutorial sometime. I've never done any of them except for this one, but some of them are quite fancy. As you can see, we didn't press our napkins before this, so maybe we are animals. Napkin origami, yes. Chappie's Tiki Bar, hello. Happy Valentine's Day. All right. think I'm caught up. My food. Thank you.
You've
My
been served.
Eggs Benedict. Ooh, okay. I dread eating a live video because I'm sure I'll make a mess, but I have a fancy napkin, so whatever. Oh, thank you. It is so hot in here.
We're going.
Yeah.
It turns out to be too cold. We'll readjust. But it's so warm.
Look who's here.
Well, hello.
It's Paul. He's joined us.
I know it sounds like
Happy
one of those
Valentine's
things.
Day.
Yes. Well, you know what? I gotta watch out for my sleeves here. Catching on things.
All right.
Happy Day to you.
Thank you.
That's quite
Thank
nice.
you for
Quite
cooking.
nice.
All right, about to mess myself up here.
Yep, I was about to say that this is one of those things that sounds like an infinite number of steps and really impossible to do, and people don't want to do it, and it uses every dish in the house. Well, that last part is probably true, but it's really, I started this about half an hour ago. It's just not that much. You just have to make a good hollandaise. You fry up some ham. You toast some muffins. You poach some eggs. That's about it. A lot of you. Everything has to be laid out.
Sounds like a lot of work to me.
Everything has to be laid out in front of you for the hollandaise, but really it's pretty easy.
Amy. Oh,
Not hard
thank
to do
you,
that well.
Amy. Hi, Peter. Happy Valentine's Day.
Hello, indeed. Oof.
Okay.
Pretty in pink.
Now it's cold in here.
Now it's cold. Wanted to cool it down. I could always hop up and redress that grievance.
So good.
It's one of my favorites, so I like to make it. If it's a few steps, it's not that many steps.
Watching us chew.
Watch us eat here. This is very exciting, folks.
I did say it was brunch.
Here for you. I recommend such things. And obviously, temporarily, it may be difficult to do this out. So this is potentially the sort of thing that you might just have to do at home to make it work. But again, it's not difficult to do. The classic recipe, I think, is a slice of ham. We ham does something in New York, New Jersey called Taylor ham. Now, those of you in the region are very familiar with this product, and outside of the region, you scratch your heads.
I never heard of it.
Yeah. This apparently is from New Jersey, and it was the first formed pork product, preceding Spam by a good 75 years, I think.
Oh my gosh.
So,
Dado says, did a variety show sort of gig once where one of the acts was go-go dancers folding napkins. I'm stealing that idea.
we saw some burlesque performers once doing...
Yes, Jennifer, you are correct.
Doing some acrobatic acts, which was entertaining. And then there was the gal with the strawberries, which I won't go into here. And which reminds me, we have strawberries. We should bring those out. Yeah. We do have several courses of things that we can get to here. I do like a couple eggs in the morning. For the vegan version of this, have an English muffin.
I was going to say, I don't think there is such a thing.
No butter. That's going to be pretty rough. I would eat something else, is what I would eat.
Yeah.
Could you do like a tofu scramble with spinach and maybe a vegan cheese, something like that? That sounds really good. There's some things you really can't duplicate if you decide to take out
the Waldorf claims eggs Benedict is theirs. Interesting. I didn't know that.
The Waldorf.
Hi, Lewis. Thank you. Happy Valentine's Day. Lewis and Ellen, thank you.
Hello.
Oh, can you hear our neighbors? I think they might be fighting next door. Hi, Barbara.
The volume level suddenly kicked up. I got the front door open to keep it a little cooler in here because it was getting
Alicia.
stifling.
Oh my gosh, Alicia. Looking forward to the chocolate pretzel. Aw.
We're not here to torture you.
No.
I hope that you can find your own chocolate pretzel. And if you can't, I hope you can find something really good.
So last night, we did something we haven't done before. We got food from Goldbelly. Have any of you ordered from there?
Delivery service, contemporarily, that is literally involving thousands of restaurants around the country. And I think this is the sort of thing that was designed to be like a special event thing. Order some food. Well, as of last year, suddenly this is a way to get food, period. And a way to put some money into the coffers of some restaurants that really need a little help.
Yeah.
So, as it turns out, I don't know if you want to pick up that conversation. Or if you're chewing.
It was Paul's 20th anniversary at work.
At work.
And when they have their anniversary, they get like $500 to spend. And normally they would go out with their colleagues and go to a restaurant or a bar or something.
So there was a budget, and I
couldn't do that.
talked to my manager, and he said, well, obviously that events together are a little difficult, but see what you can do.
Hi, Doc.
So I decided,
Oh my gosh, frigid Denver.
Woof, baby.
Happy Valentine's Day.
So.
Oh yeah, Jennifer, though, they fight all the time out in the driveway. She threw a coffee at his truck recently.
Entertaining. Not that entertaining. Interesting. But
it's kind of entertaining.
So we had a budget, and we could really spend it however we pleased, and we thought, what would we do if we could do? And one of our favorite places to dine out, and then dining out is a pretty special sort of thing around birthdays.
Inhaling this food.
A little hungry. Is a place called King's Steakhouse. Now, King's has been there since 1885, and even before then, it was part of like another organization. It's an old theater steakhouse, which is located around Herald Square, back when that was the theater district. So, if you look around, you say, I don't see too many theaters here. In 1885, that's where they were. This is one of those New York institutions that's like, you want to go out for a steak in Manhattan? This is the joint. I could probably name 4 or 5 places, but this is like one of the joints to do this.
I think we can close the door now, by the way.
Okay, we can take care of that. You can dine in the room, or you can just go by the bar, and that's just marvelous. And one of the things that they're well known for, and we discovered this some years back.
I'm not sure we should discuss what we ate.
With what? Who?
No, anyway, go ahead.
I will go ahead. I have no. I'm eating animal products here. If you have a problem with that, sorry, we'll discuss it offline. There are plenty of things for everybody to eat, but we decided they're very famous for their mutton chop. Now, that's a very unusual thing to get these days because you can't get good mutton in this country. But you can get it other places. And this King's sources theirs.
David, happy Valentine's Day.
It is an older animal.
And Kate.
It is a substantial chop. In fact, we got 2 of them, and they're enormous. So we made 1.
Oh, Lilac, happy Valentine's Day. Thank you.
And it was wonderful. Yes!
No, it was just so interesting to me, the food that we got. I was prepared to be happy with it no matter what, because it was a celebration and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
It tasted exactly like it did at the restaurant.
It's a good chop.
I was
really
what to do. Blown away.
They tell you what to do. And if you're interested in such things and you can source such things, and we can certainly point you to Keen's, they'll send you a couple of chops. Recommendation, do it up in a cast iron pan. You're going to brown it, and then you take the whole mess and throw it in the oven. And it goes in there at 400 for about 25 minutes. And that was like, maybe I give it 5 more minutes, 30 minutes tops. Cooks right through. It's beautiful.
They're famous for their cream. Did you already say this? Cream spinach. One of the things they're famous for is their cream spinach. And it's so, I could just eat that. I could just have that by itself. It was so good. It was exactly like it is in the restaurant.
I was very happy with that as a anniversary dinner, I gotta say.
Doug.
Apparently, I looked into this because I was wondering, like, isn't there some place in the Hudson Valley that is raising sheep where I could get a mutton chop, Because there are places where you can get grass-fed beef and all that. You have to range a little bit to figure that out. But there are places, and in Pennsylvania, too, where close to both to the upstate portion
Happy Valentine's Day.
Pennsylvania. Hello. Howdy, howdy. And it's really impossible right now. People who raise sheep are just not actually raising them old enough to become mutton. So you get lamb. Now, you can get lamb many places, and that's a very traditional thing. We're coming up on, in a matter of months, on Easter. That's a very traditional dinner for that. And it's very commonly used in Middle Eastern cuisine, etc. But I don't mind if the animal actually matures.
Vincenzo, that sounds great.
Cream spinach. Oh, wow.
That sounds amazing, actually.
I think the kicker here is it's a very finely chopped up spinach. It's really cooked down with genuine cream. Yeah. Probably butter. This is not. Really,
I'm sure they used an entire stick of butter because
this is not exactly. So your doctor doesn't want to hear this, but certainly when you have this, you might as well have it this way. And I think there's plenty of garlic in there, and there's a touch of nutmeg. Just enough. You can taste it, but it wasn't overwhelming. Really, really brilliant. And you make that, and yours is excellent. So I got to say, if you since we're out of the stuff from King's, and we have another chop,
Vincenzo, yes, we're in Orange County.
So we're a little upstate. You think we're close to all these facilities? We do have a great market that's attached to the apple orchard. That's maybe a mile from the house, and they can get grass-fed beef.
Thank you, Satellite.
That's
Happy
awesome.
Valentine's Day.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I was like, Paul, do you clean up after you cook?
Well, let me kind of read this. Clean. Well, I got to say, the best kitchen purchase we have made over the past few years has clearly been something she wanted for years, a dishwasher. And after we do cook, I do like to sort of rinse things and place them. You know, I place them where they're supposed to be. And when the dishwasher's done, you move things out of there and put it away, you know.
We call it the other OC, Jennifer.
The OC.
OC New York.
Yeah.
Not quite the same thing. Oh, Vincenzo was asking about right now this is just a rosé bubbles with cranberry bitters and lime.
A little bit of lime. That's
now
right.
that I've got some food in me, I think I can move on to some bubbly cocktails.
Prepped the stomach lining. You have to prepare things.
Eaten, which was not... Oh, you're from Berkeley.
Harris Ranch. Oh.
Oh.
Where's Harris?
Where's Harris Ranch?
Interested.
Let us know.
I bet they ship. Yeah, I usually say we're in the OC, and I talk about California. Say, well, not the other OC.
Amy's dishwasher died.
Ah, phooey.
I would be so sad if my dishwasher died.
No.
We have ours is tiny because our kitchen's tiny, but it makes life a lot easier.
It's a small thing that attaches to the faucet, and it's on wheels. You can literally like haul this out of here and take it to a party and for the cleanup if you wanted to. But no, it stays there.
Yeah, now I can dive in. You're right, Vincenzo.
Well, as long as we have Doug here, hey, could you refer Amy to a part that might fix her dishwasher? That's the way to go too. As they tell you, an appliance like that dies. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah, our farmers market. Paul says our farmers market has meat. I've never noticed that. Oh, your dad was from Harbor City. I know where that is. Because I grew up in California, so I actually know where that is. I think that's where the skating rink was.
Ah, Harbor City.
Harbor City, yeah.
There was one vendor at our market that has a little cooler, and they do have some chops. I think they're generally carrying some organic chicken, stuff like that. And I've seen a place in the Oculus, which is at World Trade in Manhattan.
Oh, Vincenzo, I'm sorry.
That does. Oh, gee. Sorry to hear that.
Hi, Alan. Happy Valentine's Day to you. Thank you for joining us. All right. I have...
Alan Elizabeth. So glad you could join us.
Yes, I'm glad you're here.
Well, you can see what we're doing, and I hope we're not making you too hungry. What are you all doing, as a matter of fact? I think hearing from a lot of couples, I bet you've got something kind of fun going on.
And if you're not in a couple, I hope you're taking care of yourself today.
Take it from Glennie. Always buy your chocolates yourself. And then you will
I said, well, Glendora's video drops at 2 p.m., but she's alone this Valentine's Day, but she's making the best of it, so.
She's doing fine.
Aw.
Oh, yeah. Well, I can echo that. That was my experience as well.
His father died when he was, what, 2?
Yeah, 2. It was a really, certainly it was a long time ago, but even my whole life it was a long time ago.
Hello, K-Mom. Happy Valentine's Day to you, and great food and beverage. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy.
Oh, Alan and Elizabeth. Okay, great. Awesome.
Well, I will say
I'm so happy you're all here.
My mother did her damnedest, and she really, we did not lack for anything growing up. And I will say, I'll raise a glass. I'll raise a glass to my parents. I think they were a great couple. I never really got to see that, but I've seen the pictures. So, something? That's very important.
Well, your father was...
I miss them both.
Oh, Harris Ranch. Oh, okay.
Polina.
California. Awesome. Okay, great.
Yeah, very good.
I love that.
Yeah, it's peculiar. Agreed.
Awesome. Okay, Harris Ranch. Wait, did we? No, that was a different ranch. I was thinking when we drove up the 5 when we were in California. I think that was Porter Ranch. Yeah. Anyway.
Yes, I think you're correct. We did pass Porter Ranch.
Yeah, but it was... Oh, right now we're just drinking rosé cava with cranberry bitters and lime, but we'll be upping the ante after this. We had to get some food in. It would have been really bad if we'd started with cocktails.
The only time we started with with hard stuff without eating very much was Tales of the Cocktail.
Oh God!
And I really thought that I was going to die that day, but actually we ended up okay. Aww. And this was a great thing. We were at the Monteleone, which has a carousel bar. Totally recommended once you can do such things again. And waiting for a turn, it's very limited seating there, so we're just waiting around. And what do you know? Somebody who knows us, like bartender, drops by, says chats, and he notices 3 seats open up. We hop on, we order some rounds. He's like, "You can get food here." We got some snacks. We were saved.
Oh my gosh! Lewis says they have takeaway dinner. Nice.
Hello.
I highly recommend it.
Excellent idea.
Fix, don't replace. Hi, Marilyn. Happy Valentine's Day.
Well, I got to say, I fixed a dorm-sized fridge, and I fixed the washer, the clothes washer, 3 times now. And I think it's actually better made than a lot of contemporary devices. So I want to keep fixing that until it's really well and dead.
Plus, I don't want to buy a new.
I don't want to buy a new
washing machine.
No. You got to get the old one out. It's a pain in the neck.
Yeah, no.
I mean, really, the motor has to burn out for me to say, "Oh, all right, fine, we're dead."
Oh, thank you, Jennifer. I'm so glad you dropped by. Happy Valentine's Day.
I was so glad to see you. I remember an afternoon, a lost afternoon with you with an awful lot of bubbles.
In Palm Springs. And that was wonderful. So, that was a great day.
Good memories, indeed. All right.
Oh, yeah, thank you, Vincenzo. Agree. 2020 left something to be desired. We'll put it that way.
Cough. We will not discuss things which people all know. However, you know. So
I'm gonna move this.
I gotta say,
not attractive.
It was not the worst thing for everybody, but it was pretty bad for many.
2020 was pretty bad for a lot of people.
We managed. I have, I'm not griping.
The slide in Palm Springs. Oh. We had brunch at the Ascena Golf Club, which was recommended to us, and it was beautiful, but it was unlimited champagne.
Maybe we took advantage of that. Yeah,
good times.
I wasn't going anywhere for hours, so yeah, that was fine.
Oh no! Oh no! The slide. Oh no! He didn't realize you were supposed to keep your head down. Yikes!
I'm sensing a disaster story here. I've been on
Chappie Sticky Bar says, I bought my girlfriend an extension cord for Valentine's Day. Well, you know what? If she needed an extension cord, that is the perfect gift.
That's the gift that keeps on giving all year long.
That's right. That's hilarious. That's like something you would give. Here, I got you an extension cord.
I'm not going to say anything about anybody in particular, but I would not give an extension cord. Unless it was attached to a thing that you need.
You've given me, like, phone cords for my birthday.
Well, one thing anyway. Not the whole thing. Not the whole thing.
Oh.
I do
Michael
give
says they're having a winter storm in Fort Worth. Oh boy.
My. Oh, yeah. Got a friend in Fort Worth. He was reporting the same. He said it's brutal. It's frigid. Thank you.
Falling.
He said they've got the same temperatures we've got right here, which is we've got. The other day was 9 degrees. Days are in the low 20s at best. So
I adore our car. I know that sounds like a non sequitur, but it's not.
No.
I adore the car. Everything about it except for the doors freeze shut. I had to go out really early on Friday morning. And I'm like balancing all this stuff. And like the car doors won't open. So anyway, it was... Hi, Steve.
Hey, Steve.
And hey, Daniel, hello. Happy Valentine's Day to you guys.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah,
I did. And Bill, hi. Okay. I think I might have missed some people.
Okay.
But yeah. Bill, I missed Bill, but good to see you. Oh, are we getting a delivery?
Maybe I need to go check that out.
Maybe you do.
Well, it's about time for me to close that door anyway.
All right. Yeah, it's getting a little cold now. I know I sound a little whiny. It's too hot. It's too cold, but...
That's just life.
Oh no, you banged your head. Oh, my. Oh no.
Yeah, I can go.
Oh man. I'm just catching up on your comments. Palm Springs was a stop on the first sleepaway road trip date. Oh, with your first wife. Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. He's waiting for the truck as I
Waiting patiently.
outside. Oh. All right.
There we go. I don't need to go side for anything, but I do.
You might.
I do need. No, he walked away.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I think we have booze coming, which you will need to sign for.
Yeah, booze right here.
Yeah, I can imagine it wasn't a great day. Jeez.
No.
Oh, here we go. Did I get anything cool for my birthday? Okay. I've only opened one gift yet, but my sister got me a really cool pink coat with a leopard collar, which is fabulous, from Sourpuss, which I love. What would be my go-to cocktail to serve a guest? Well, I would see if the guest had something they particularly liked. So if my guest said they liked rum, I would probably do a Mai Tai. If they liked tequila, I'd do a margarita. If they like whiskey, I would do a Manhattan or Boulevardier. And
Boulevardier.
if they liked gin, I'd do a martini. I like to keep it pretty classic for the most part. Hi, Ryan. Happy Valentine's Day. Okay. Doc, thank you. Oh my gosh. Kate, thank you. Hey. Oh wait, it's sad because appliances are made to be replaced nowadays. We have this talk all the time. Oh, Larice loves the fez. Yeah.
Thank you. But
Yeah.
definitely.
Who are our favorite members of the B-52s? We've met Kate Pearson, so
Yeah.
I gotta say Kate.
Gotta say she's a real.
I gotta say I'm
Yeah,
Team Kate.
She's just a real doll. She's very, very gracious in person.
Yes,
and,
super sweet.
And we've seen Fred in person. He's a funny guy. So
I'm going to French 75 myself.
mm-hmm.
I've got Dorothy Parker.
Sounds like something else, but yes.
I was in New York City the other day, which I very rarely get to anymore. Used to go in all the time. But I made a stop at Astor Wine and Spirits and picked up some Dorothy Parker gin.
Classic.
In honor of my birthday. So
well worth a visit even now. Okay.
I'm going to not pour on myself. I did drizzle a little on the glass, but yes, Kate is ultra mega. She's awesome. Oh, Alicia, I love Screwball peanut butter whiskey. I haven't had it. I've seen it in the store, but I'm curious. Remember Huntington Beach and the bastards back then. Oh my gosh. I remember Huntington Beach.
You miss the bastards?
Oh my gosh. 7 in Tulsa.
Oh.
Oh, the water mains have burst.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
No, the ones that
We got a
new
new driveway in the fall.
We did. It was high time. That's I hate those things. We've certainly seen water mains out in our town, and it's a freaking mess.
Okay, so I used an ounce of gin. I'm not going to do any sweetener.
How about the citrus?
I'm going to do, I'm going to do the lime. Did you bring it over?
You know, I need to move again, so I will get you the lime.
Oh, Keith, yeah. I mean, I love all the B-52s. Actually, Paul's had a couple of Fred encounters. Mm-hmm. Well, I had one Fred encounter, which was kind of a funny story, but Paul has a really funny Fred story, which I will let him tell. Okay, I'm doing about 1/3 of an ounce of fresh lime juice. And then I'm going to do some cranberry bitters. And then fill with my chilled rosé cava. It's red for Valentine's Day. Okay. There's a company that supposedly sent us some booze, but...
We have 2 boxes out there that are heavy.
Oh,
I've got
really?
This strange feeling that this is what we're talking about.
Ooh, bring it in. Maybe we got some booze for my birthday.
Oh, boy.
Because as you can see, we need more booze.
Need more booze.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh,
I finished.
surfer chirps
finished
and
the
the
eggs.
majorettes. Hi, Rusty. Thank you for joining us. Happy Valentine's Day. You have a wonderful day too. Oh, okay. So Paul's okay. I'll tell my Fred story first because it's short. Paul's is funnier, but and if you've heard this before, stop me if you've heard this one before.
Stop me if you've heard.
We were at a benefit at the City Opera thrift store in New York City, and oh yeah, Dorothy Parker gin. It's really good. It's really good.
New York Distilling.
Yep, New York Distilling.
Very
in
reputable
Brooklyn.
brand. They're making the gin, a vodka, bourbon, and a rye. And I think there's like another rye they're making.
Yep.
I don't know if they moved on to Applejack, but a lot of New York distillers are doing it because they can. So.
Oh, Kate Pearson. We did a video at Kate Pearson's Motel. It's really, really fun.
Yeah.
really fun.
What's now I'm completely spacing the name. Thank you. Good grief. I'm thinking Sleepy Quarter, but no, that's Sleepy Hollow. That's actually the other side of the river.
We've been there. We did a video there.
So.
Kate's Lazy Meadow.
Lazy Meadow.
Kate's Lazy
There we
Meadow.
go. Really cool. It's basically, I think she kind of ran out of room to store all of her tchotchkes and thought, what am I going to do? And that's my interpretation. She may beg to differ, but I think it's essentially it. So she buys this little motel and outfits it, and it's all googie. It's really cool.
Lazy Meadow.
It's a lot of fun.
But I kept wanting to say Shady Dell because that's the one in Arizona that has all the vintage trailers that you can stay in.
Campers.
Which is also really fun. By the way.
But
anyway, Kate. Fred. Okay,
Fred.
So we were at a benefit at the City Opera thrift store, and I was just waiting in line for the powder room behind him.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't much of a story with that one, but you have a good story.
Years ago,
my story was boring.
Years ago, I was seeing a performer.
Hi, Diana. Happy
at,
Valentine's Day.
The Village Gate in New York City, and I used the men's room. And standing next to me is a diminutive fellow, and I think about it for a second. I'm like, "That's Paul Simon."
Hi, Aaron.
So I have a story where I urinated next to Paul Simon. That sounds all wrong, but in a men's room, you do that. I mean, what are you gonna do?
George Dickel Special Reserve. Okay, I haven't had it. But,
Dickel. Oh wow, yeah. There we go.
But anyway, your Fred story.
Dickel Sour Mash. Actually, we have two other Fred stories. One is that we were also in a thrift store, I believe it was the Salvation Army. In Soho. And he's there looking at records. And we're looking at records. I'm like, so we're competing with Fred Schneider for records, right?
Oh, that was in Chelsea.
In Chelsea, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's right. And I remember that's the day that they found a copy of the collection of, who was that? The Pretty Things, the one on Sire, which is a great collection. It was an excellent price. And it was like, well, we got this, not Fred.
Maybe he already had it.
Gotta assume he knew about it, and he would have already had it if he'd wanted it. But he was still looking at records. And the other story we've actually told from time to time. By the way, Kate's Lazy Meadow is also like right on the river. It's not on the Hudson, but it's on a river, and it's near Woodstock. It's not
Mount
in Woodstock.
Tremper, New York.
So you're pretty out there, but if you're staying at one of the rooms there, you can just walk down to the river, and there's a little fire pit, and you can, I don't know, you want to do a little fly fishing and take it up and fry the trout in the pan. That's the kind of place it is. It's really kind of fun.
It's fabulous.
So recommend it, but definitely, it's a good piece of property.
Alan.
That's the other Dorothy Parker quote. Speaking of gin and martinis, but that is something else.
Insufficient champagne.
Well, you know something?
Would you like me to?
I could do what you're doing. I would be very appreciative with that.
All right, well,
I will entertain the troops.
Okay.
With more entertaining stories.
Okay, so you got to tell the other one.
So the other story, I'm certain I've told on the air before. Don't stop me if you've heard this before, because some people haven't. But I used to work in a record store, and the original owners of the store had been accumulating material for years. When they decided to sort of retire to Florida, one of the employees bought the place, and he actually really did some contemporary things which were good, like put many more CDs into the store and get a catalog, and suddenly the place was selling a lot more product, which is great. But he also said, we need room back here, because it was a Manhattan store. You had no room whatsoever in your storeroom. So he took a look at a lot of the stuff that was stashed back there, and one of the large categories was 10-inch records. You've heard of the big 10-inch record. That's actually a big R&B hit. Big funny, yeah. But the fact is, back in the first days of the LP, the common way for a popular album to be released was as a 10-inch format, which actually echoed the 78 RPM albums that were around at the time. So same size as your 78 and shellac. This was 10-inch vinyl, 3 songs aside. Well, these were issued in the early days, and they were being played on machines which had fairly heavy tracking force. That's the polite way to say it. These things usually ended up pretty demolished, and they're really old. At this point, they're like 60, 70 years old, these 10-inch records. So you usually don't find those in good shape. They've been played. And then when somebody else inherited them, he played them. And then if somebody else inherited them, she played them. And they're beat. So anyway, you know, the guy who took over the store took a look at this stack and said, you know, these all need to go because there's no great value in this. So he just put them all out for like $2-3. Well, who comes in? But Fred, and he's like, ooh, and he's just leafing through like these and pulls out a big stack. And just goes up to the counter and like plops them down. And one of the guys at the counter says, now I just want you to understand that like these are, for that price, these are not in the best of shape. And his classic response, oh, I know. Some of these look like they've been played with a nail. I just love it.
Now, whenever we see a record that's in bad shape, it looks like it was played with a nail.
You know, when I look at the back of like some of these records, Columbia will tell you like which stylus to buy. And for like, if you have like, for the shortest life of any stylus was osmium, which is literally metal. It was a metal tip to play your records. So some of these were played with a nail. Jeez, you know. And people were putting them on record changers. They really got rough treatment. We have a few 10-inch records. They're okay. They're kind of fun. We used to play one of them live as our theme music until we got nabbed by YouTube, and I said, that's it, never anymore. So that's why it's all Spotify.
Yep.
Here's to good old us, and
Yay.
Here's to the lady of the hour today.
Thank you.
Well, she makes so much happen around here, and I treasure her. So, there you go. There you go. I'm letting things settle a little bit, but we have many treats in front of us.
Hi, Kathy. Happy Valentine's Day. I'm glad you're here. And an Irish coffee. That sounds good.
No, there's an
sounds
excellent
good for
idea.
Brunch.
You know, depending where you are, it might be pretty chilly. Not necessarily where you are, but
could be.
You could use some hot fluid, and if it's not that chilly, you could still use some hot fluid. So, Irish coffee is a classic. You know what they say about it? It's got all the four. It's a perfect food because it has all 4 food groups: sugar, fat, alcohol, and caffeine. So there you go.
I can't argue with that. Did you see Doug said, thank you, Angela. Good to see you. Happy Valentine's Day. I said, heavy like my Gerard arm. I actually know that. I know that name, Gerard.
You know Gerard. Gerard sold
Roberta. Happy Valentine's Day.
Turntables back in the day. They were everywhere. If you got one of those all-in-one systems in the 70s, the turntable was made by one of 2 manufacturers. One of them was Gerard.
Lilac is asking favorite record. Oh, okay, that was a funny story. All right.
Okay.
Favorite record. Do you have a favorite record? I do.
I got to think about that.
Some of you might already know.
I think you might actually want to address that first.
Is it down here?
It is not, as far as I know.
Oh, I was going to say I could hold it up.
You could hold it up. That'd be great. But it would be some trouble to find.
My favorite record in our collection is The Kids of Camp Roosevelt.
Kids of Camp Roosevelt.
Which is Camp Roosevelt. I don't think Camp Roosevelt's still around, but it was a fat camp.
You never know.
Monticello, New York, where, you know, parents sent their kids to reduce. And they made a record. The kids made a record, and these kids can't sing, and they have no rhythm.
And they're really,
and I love it.
Triple threats, every one. It is one of these cases where the camp wanted something to, like, you know, to sell to the parents at the end of this all. What are they going to do? Oh, have the kids sing. Well, they're not there. They're
not good at that.
It's not fame.
Something else.
It's not the kids from Fame Camp.
No.
They're not like, they don't have any innate talent of dancing or singing or playing musical instruments. So, yeah, they demonstrate this. And
but they do. They cover Pinball Wizard, which is just.
I believe that's Mr. Hoffman's favorite version of that ever.
Is there?
It's pretty astonishing.
Do you know if it's on YouTube? Because if it is, I'll share it.
I have never actually searched for it. We might just have to do that.
I'm
to see if
I'm
we
gonna
can find
search
Camp
for it.
Roosevelt.
Their version of Pinball Wizard will just
What's interesting
make your
is
ears
that
bleed.
we found that in one thrift store, and then at a completely different
Oh,
thrift
Lewis,
store.
it's good. They also do Age of Aquarius.
They do some songs which are special material.
And then they do Consider Yourself from Oliver, but instead of Consider Yourself at Home, it's Consider Yourself obese if you're at least 30 pounds overweight. It's
They had these.
I'm
kids
seeing
at
if I
this
can
camp
find
singing
it.
This. It just seems like the lactase. But we found a completely.
It seems to lactate. It does lactate.
It does,
It's
in fact,
terrible.
lactase. We actually found a completely different record from a completely different camp, which I don't think was a fat camp. And about 10 years later, we didn't find it 10 years later. The record is from 10 years later. It's from the 80s sometime. And that was also not a performing arts camp, and those kids can't sing either. So this was a thing. I think there are people out there who collect such things. I believe Jeff Chenault of Columbus would probably chime in here if he were watching and say, "Oh yeah."
You know, okay, there's another Camp Roosevelt that's not that Camp Roosevelt, which is the only thing that comes up. So I'm going to try
A
something
1914 Yale-Harvard football game. The things you find on the YouTube.
All right.
Big fun. Jeff's actual specialty is restaurant records, the thing that you would buy after you saw the show at the restaurant. Now, in those cases, we have people who are trained and they play well, so that's a completely different genre and a lot of fun, as a matter of fact. I think he's got a great collection out there of this stuff. So
I can't find it.
Oh my.
Maybe it's not here.
I guess we need to post this if we want to be able to access it.
I think I have it on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't use my phone because it's powering this broadcast.
By the way, if you want to pass me the boobles.
I will. Yeah,
Amy,
it's Lewis.
Amy, who was watching, provided us with this fun device.
Yes.
Which allows us to capper this stuff and keep it nice and bubbly.
Yes.
So I'm going to do that.
Harvard beats Yale.
Yes.
Did you listen to the Minutemen? Yes. Yes, listen to the Minutemen. The album was a better idea than a cookbook.
Well, if you had
I think you were right.
I'm kind of thinking
a
healthy eating cookbook would have been on point.
Yes, I do remember Circle
that.
He's seen Circle Jerks. I haven't seen Circle Jerks.
You saw the Circle Jerks in Providence, Rhode Island, at a joint called Lupo's. Anybody from the region remember Lupo's? Perhaps
Amy might.
She might remember Lupo's.
Oh, I like his saying, please post it. I need to figure out a way to post it and share it with all of you without getting I was about to say without getting a copyright strike, but I kind of feel like that wouldn't be a copyright issue. No one is trying to preserve the copyright of the Camp Roosevelt record.
Even Camp Roosevelt. Seriously.
It's just terrible. It's just terrible. We played it for some friends in Little Rock, and then they played us that Fox on the Run. Isn't that online?
That is by now. Now speaking of upping the quality, there was this high school, I believe they were from Michigan. See if we can find them. There was one particular high school.
Dano, Tiki restaurants did put out records.
We got one on the wall over there from Luau 400.
Should bring it over.
Which says recorded there. I don't think it's actually a live record though, but it's got.
We've got that one live at the Royal
restaurant.
Hawaiian.
Right.
Uh-huh.
And we have one out there that's plugging the Hawaiian room at the Hotel Roosevelt.
Yes.
It's not exactly a restaurant record, but it's close. And
Vincenzo lives in Boston. Okay.
And the
Amy
aforementioned
says Lupo's. Yeah, I think Amy remembers Lupo's.
There we go. Lupo's hosted it was either Lupo's or the Living Room. That was the places to go. And Lupo's had they were really heavy on blues, and they would always host Room Full of Blues, that kind of stuff. So if you were looking for some R&B act from back in the day or even new, that was the place to go. But they did the hardcore shows too. Saw a fair number of punk shows there.
Dennis, hi! Happy Valentine's Day to you and Margie.
Hey!
Yay!
Remember also seeing the Liars from Boston there, and I believe GBH. GBH, yeah, they were loud.
GBH. I've never been to Berkeley.
Indeed.
I've been to San Francisco and
You've been to Oakland.
And Emeryville, of course.
And Emeryville, of course. You gotta go.
But where was? Oh, Bodega Bay.
Bodega Bay.
We went to Bodega Bay to film
did a great shoot.
A video for the birds.
That was a lot of fun. It's a cute little town. Still
is.
Do
you remember the name of the high school?
Not one whit. But there was this high school, and they had a really good music program, apparently, and they would do like chorus and band and do covers of things, and they'd put out a tape or a record. And there are a bunch of these kicking around out there. And the one that I remember cluing into was circa like 1983 maybe, and they were doing a version of Fox on the Run, which is just brilliant. They're good.
No, this one wasn't good. The one we heard wasn't good.
What, Fox on the Run? No, Fox on the Run was excellent.
What is the one that they played for us that was terrible?
Who played?
Mark and Ruthie.
We played it for Mark and Ruth.
Oh, I thought they played us one. Anyway.
No, I played it for Ruth because she's a music teacher. So
Dionysus has some remastered, some Exotica records from supper clubs. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. And there was the one that was recorded
Emeryville's pretty much Berkeley Light. Okay.
The one recorded at the Kahiki, which is, it's a tape that came into Jeff Chenault's hands, and he actually produced that into a record on Dionysus. So check that out, Dan. Well worth your time. It's a cool record.
When we went to Oakland, we just went to Forbidden Island.
Yes.
So yeah, we took the BART and got an Uber to Forbidden Island. So. Oh, Amy's still around in a new location. Wow. Awesome.
Oh, we're talking about Lupo's? Wow. Cool.
Very cool.
Very good to hear. I think that the living room is long gone. Spent a fair amount of my teen and young 20s years in that joint. But saw a lot of great shows. Gotta say. It was definitely the thing. Yeah, you're telling me.
No, I've never.
Can't say.
Never been Vincenzo, but Oh, maybe you would though. I think
You say
these are places. I did.
Ah,
I did. Okay,
hello.
so we go back.
Okay.
Because you might know these places.
Where are these places? Are these supposed to be California or East Coast?
Oh, Fred's been to the living room a few times himself.
I bet you had.
I have no doubt.
I bet you had. Living room, I could say, I saw many more shows there than Lupo's because that's where all the hardcore matinees were. There are some fun stories of those as far as just groups playing.
Oh, you have a good story.
Oh, yeah, I've got the best story about that.
Speaking of his mother.
Yeah, I got the best story about that. But I managed to see individual groups, did see Black Flag there, I think 3 times. And they were just tremendous. Sacker and Trust were really astonishing. I actually like those guys a lot and recommend that. And but the shows, the matinees always started.
Oh, the ones in Berkeley. Noon. Yeah, no, haven't been. But...
Never saw. The matinees were great.
Combat Zone's in Boston.
Mm-hmm.
Then that would be a possibility for him. But
I'm trying to think, did I ever see? Didn't really used to trek up to Boston for live shows. I had friends who would do that. I didn't have a car, so that really limited my mobility, and nor did I have much ingenuity, so I couldn't get to those things. I had friends who would do such things.
Didn't have a car or ingenuity.
I had friends who were just like, "Oh yeah, we saw this show. How'd you get there? Oh, we figured it out." You know, I was young and dumb. You just got to do these things. So I had a friend who played at the living room, and it was not an all ages show, so I couldn't get in. And I was trying to figure out how to do this. Yeah, well, my other buddies just decided to just roadie for the band. They got in. Duh.
Oh my god. Okay, you guys ever hear the Source family albums?
Yeah. I
haven't, but
there are a few.
Now I want to.
There are a few different things of that variety, of different cults from the 70s that did records. We have one upstairs, which is not the Source, but it's a 5-album set from one of those cults and playing music. And then there was Yahweh. What was it?
The Source family. Yep.
There was another one, and Sky Saxon got involved in them, and he sang on a couple of their records. So those are pretty valuable, therefore. But it was just this religious cult. So Sky from the Seeds ends up in this thing. So that's the reason I know about that. I don't think he's hung around too long.
Oh, okay, good.
He was his own cult.
The Source records. Yeah. Everyone's like,
there we go.
Source records. Now I gotta hear them. That's right up my alley.
Oh, yeah.
That's right up my alley. I would listen to that. We have bootleg recordings. We have a recording from the Tiki Resort on our wall. We have the Hurricane record.
I've seen the claims.
I think you won it in the silent auction, didn't you?
It's on the wall right there.
Yep.
I did. It cost way too much, and I was very glad to pay it because of where it goes.
For the kids.
It's for the kids. I would do that. But that's the first Hurricane record. I believe there are 3 That's amazing.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I've heard
Now we need all of them.
We have the first two, but then Dave actually turned up another one. I thought this was a different record. But some of these things stayed in print for years because they were all private press and they were sold at the shows and they have different covers. It's the same record. But the Hurricane one was pretty definitely sold at her shows. And she played in what at the time?
Oh, no. Video was interrupted.
Whoops.
What's that?
Well, we're still going, I think.
It said our video was interrupted.
I think we're good. She played in what at the time was called the Tahiti Room.
Hi, Gary. Happy Valentine's Day.
Am I right? Was it the Tahiti
It was
Room? Or the Tahitian Room?
Yeah, it went Tahiti. I think it said like Tahiti or.
But currently it's Whispers.
Right.
At the resort.
Right.
Whispers, which was a disco, and then it was a male strip club back in the 90s. We were told. It looks like it now. It's a pretty awesome little location, and it's got the light wall back of you that just looks like Odyssey 2000. But that's where Hurricane used to play. And she does comedy and she does some songs. She's a little ribald. She's a little off color sometimes. Some of it does not age well, but some of it is perfectly fine. So she's fun. And of course, you did the Hurricane show. You actually did a whole tribute to.
I only did like 15 minutes, but
like do it again.
I would do it again. Oh, good! It didn't interrupt for you. I'm glad.
Excellent,
Lila.
excellent.
Thank you.
Glad to hear it.
Thank you for letting us
We
know.
got
It said it was
maybe.
interrupted on here.
Did you say I did end this?
I did.
Hello,
You
hello.
keep asking me.
I'm sorry.
He's asked me like
Wanna
3
make
times.
sure.
Did you say hi to Dennis?
We had a conversation yesterday about the demise of Lenoir. I shouldn't talk about such things on the air, but
No,
damn it.
Don't.
Ugh.
It's my birthday. I don't want to cry.
Don't depress.
I don't want to cry.
Don't depress. Circus. No. Do you remember Circus?
No.
Okay. I remember the magazine Circus.
I might have been there,
Yep.
but
The magazine was a metal magazine.
I moved away when I was 23, so. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sourpuss has great stuff, Lewis.
Yeah, as a matter of fact.
That was my birthday gift from my sister came from Sourpuss.
Today,
Super exciting.
as a matter of
Yep.
fact, you're looking
Yep.
at that. Hello.
Yep.
Got the
Yay.
78. Oh, boy, that sounds like a place to see some punk rock in
Yeah.
Los Angeles. We're going to see tonight, it's X, Fear, and the Black Flag. You know?
They didn't talk like that in LA.
No, they didn't. Except on TV where they did. And you think, why? You know?
Yeah, you'll be
all
watching
the
something
goons.
like Chips or something, and they'll have all these goons who sound like they're straight out of
Goons
Brooklyn.
and heavies,
They
and they're
didn't
like-
talk like that in California, actually.
Did you guys just drive here from Jersey? Yeah. It's like 2,500 miles. Yeah, well, whatever. You know? But that's the thing with these shows. It's hilarious. So, we told our Fred stories.
Our friend stories.
We managed to get on music and we stay on music for a while. It's funny how that works. But there are some great music stories. And of course, we usually have a playlist for you to listen to. And
Yeah, I guess I could have shared a playlist. But I kind of shared my playlist the other day.
I'm kind of good with us talking to people and people talking to us. That's perfectly fine. And of course, we're doing music these days. And Glendora has a music video. You are all aware of this, of course. Yes?
If you haven't seen
No?
Glendora's new music video,
Check it out. She's dropping a new video today.
I would if I were you.
But you can go to, at this point, what, Instagram? Or is it IGTV?
It's on IGTV.
IGTV.
Well, if you just go to our Instagram profile, you'll see it.
You'll certainly see the link there.
Or
you can
YouTube.
find it on the Facebook, and you can find it on the YouTube. So
And
wherever
it's
you
also on Facebook.
Yep.
So, yeah.
There are places to find it.
I'm having another one.
It's actually inspired by her upcoming book.
Don't Be Stupid.
That's all you need to know. Go and find it. Go watch Don't Be Stupid. I think it needs more views because things are getting choked down by these services. I don't want to make a big gripe about that, but I just...
No griping.
It's hard to get exposure these days. So as long as I've got the whole audience here, please check out the video, share it with your friends, send it all over the place. You know, we're not asking for money. I'm just telling you, give us some views if you would.
Where's Glendora? Oh, hi, Kelly. Where's Glendora? Yeah. No, she gets
Where's her?
delivery these days.
You know?
She doesn't bother going out. Oh. So like, it's really fun.
Thank you. Well, she's got a message for everybody.
Yeah.
I think I will have one of those pretzels.
Okay, well,
Because
hold on.
I now think I'll take
Grab
this
it.
because
Grab a pretzel.
grab
Do it.
Mm-hmm. It's a request for pretzels before.
I'm going to have another
Exactly,
French
good.
75.
Mm.
So that was 1 ounce of gin.
Mm. Yep.
1/3 of an ounce of fresh lime juice. Several dashes of cranberry bitters. And chilled rosé cava. I'm glad we got another bottle of the rosé cava because this one's disappearing
Groweth loweth.
rapidly. It was a teenage vampire in the time of love and cholera.
So Vincenzo, yes,
we do music.
We are, if you take a look on the Facebook or YouTube, you can find a whole playlist of the Velvetones, and we have done several songs over the past year, and we are going to do more.
I can share it. I can share.
Yep, drop it on us. Those videos could do some more views too. They're fun.
I know.
We do all sorts of material, sometimes medleys, sometimes just one song.
Medleys. Oh no, the videos go. Wait. Okay, hopefully it's back for you. Hopefully the video is
Most
back.
people are saying video not interrupted, but if it's interrupted for you,
well,
we did get a notice, so
we're at the mercy of the internet. I don't know what to say.
I can't even begin. Transient internet conditions.
Transient. Playlist. Here we go. I'm going to find it. We need to do more. Wait. I have more playlists than this. Where'd they go? Keep talking.
Okay.
No, stop chewing. Stop chewing and start talking.
Let's do more talking. There must be things. So,
wait. Oh, here are more. Okay.
Okay, but yes, we've actually been doing music for several years now, but we got a very concerted effort a few years ago. We played a crawl room at the Ohana event, and it inspired us to do more. So we are now actually playing some original songs and many in various covers, usually a keyboard accompaniment, and with the vocals. Usually it's this one on vocals over here, but I chime in from time to time.
I found it.
If you have seen such thing, oh, there we go.
Right.
If you want to drop the playlist on people.
Oh, okay. Thank you for letting us know it's back. You know.
I can never tell.
You talk about something I can't control, but I get very stressed because of all the technical. Rosé vermouth. Oh yeah, I've seen rosé vermouth.
Oh, interesting. Well, you've got yourself the dry vermouth,
I just
the
shared
sweet
the
vermouth,
playlist.
the Bianco vermouth, which is a
Hi,
different beast entirely.
karate.
The Blanco vermouth, which is different from the Bianco, believe it or not.
Oh, they haven't.
And
Oh,
rosé.
Satellite hasn't seen rosé cava. Yeah, I don't think it's that. I mean, we don't see a lot of. We see a lot of prosecco around here, less cava. But thank you, Vincenzo.
Yep. Please.
Cava. We bought the cava at Consumers Discount Liquors in Middletown, New York. Ever consider putting up an occasional music video during the show? Oh, that's a great idea, Dano. I love it. We need to do more. We do. Oh, your socks. He's got Bulu socks.
I think they're on display right now.
Model your socks. Those are a Valentine's Day gift.
Yep, they're fun. They are indeed showing a tropical drink inside the pineapple, which should be the Bulu. I think Mr. Kelly is familiar with such a thing, but definitely. And it even has like the orange wheel there and the umbrella and 2 straws. Because you can share. Isn't that great? This is a little gifty from this one here. Hello. Thanks.
He likes socks.
I love novelty socks.
You want?
Well, we don't actually.
He got 2 pairs of socks.
I do have 2 pairs of socks. We don't do shoes in the house because we don't want to be tracking all that muddy stuff in, and I need socks. There you go.
Oh, Larice didn't like the Ruffino Rosé. Okay.
Okay.
Sock guru. I love it.
I'm trying to think if we have tried the Ruffino. We have certainly tried.
We've had the Ruffino, like not
the regular
which
product.
Was fine.
Yeah. So if they didn't actually execute that very well, that's a shame. That's too bad. Good product and a good price too. I like a good price point on a bottle of bubbles because you're going to kill it in one evening.
I discovered that our closest store that we could walk to has all this really nice local Prosecco in a different spot than they have the cheapo Proseccos. Mm-hmm. So it pays to look. If your store has a separate section for local liquor, it pays to check it.
To check it out?
I didn't even know about that.
It always, and I've heard this advice from other quarters.
I haven't opened my gifts yet, actually. The only gift I've opened is from my sister.
This one? Yep.
Who got me a lovely coat from Sourpuss, which I adore. So, yay.
Marvelous thing.
And it's cold, so I can wear it.
Pink
but,
with some animal print accents. That's good.
Yes, I love it.
I was about to say that it always, I've heard this advice in a number of places, particularly
Lori says maybe it was just a...
Maybe it was a bad
bottle,
I don't know. But yeah, really, for $9, $10 is a really nice price point for a bottle of bubbles these days. Below that, you're not getting very much. Above that, you will get a nicer bottle, but I'm not sure how much nicer, because we've had some really expensive stuff, and I thought, well, I don't know that was that much more. So that's my taste buds. Maybe.
We did a champagne tasting at the. You never know who's watching these things.
You never know. Yep.
Zip it, Kelly. But we did a champagne tasting at the liquor store in Chelsea Market in New York City. And
nice liquor store.
We
really
kept a straight face, but I think there were 3. Were there 3 or 4?
There were 3.
There were 3.
We tried all 3.
You could try them, and they're like, and they were super snobbish, and they're like, this one is $80 a bottle, and then this one is $120 a bottle, and then this one is $150 a bottle, and we're just like, oh, okay, interesting, and tasting them, and they tasted like this. I'm sorry, I don't have the taste buds for it. I really don't. I'm not a super taster. Like it. I'm like, great. I just had really expensive champagne.
It's the case with many things. I can taste it. I can say there's a difference, and I can also say there's not enough of a difference for me to go whoopee. And that's a very important thing to think about with such things, because the issue prices on luxury products are frequently decided by means other than production cost.
Lisa says Errol likes socks too. Usually the left sock doesn't match the right sock. Ah!
In which case you'll have another set that's identical, which is great. Now you get 2 pairs of those.
Okay. Any bitters you recommend to have on hand? I feel like it. I'm kind of seasonal about that. Like I've been using these a lot because they make your drinks red and they're good. This is cranberry.
Cranberry from Fees.
Fees Brothers. But
yeah, and I don't know of any other cranberry, so that's pretty unique.
I think whatever you like. I personally like Hella bitters, the citrus. That's very versatile.
And the ginger.
I definitely would have an orange on hand and an aromatic.
So really, like, your genuine old-fashioned bitters, and there are a lot of those on the market, but you can choose one that you love.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Excellent.
Yay.
And orange bitters is really essential these days. They're great in so many things. I've heard people say that they put them in Manhattans, and I think I would normally use an old-fashioned in that. But if you're happy with the orange, go you. That's fantastic. And I like them in martinis. Some don't. But it's a classic way to add a little flavor to a martini. At the end of the day, it kind of replaces that twist.
I will say that he doesn't use bitters in my martinis because I don't like them in my martini.
You don't like that little flavor note. Mm-mm. It is actually adding to the flavor profile, which is already fairly herbal. So.
Oh, nice. Satellite says for Valentine's Day, I got Mr. R. Oh, wait, it went away. Okay.
From Granito. Oh, wow.
Double rocks glasses from Jeff Granito. We love
Haunted Mansion.
Oh, the Haunted Mansion. Awesome.
And there's a shout out to Mr. Panda. Yes. Oh, but definitely.
Ooh, pistachio and cinnamon syrups. That sounds good. Cindy. Hi. Happy Valentine's Day.
Hello.
Good to see you.
So good to see you here.
Thank you.
Fantastic. So I was recommending, if you're set up your home bar and you would like to have a real basic set, get yourself an old-fashioned style. And that is, Angostura is an old-fashioned style. There's an old-fashioned bitters from Fees, which is excellent. There are a lot. Hella does an old-fashioned.
Has an aromatic.
Yep. It's really just something that's like very heavily herbal and concentrated. And that's the sort of thing you stick in to match up with whiskey. So if you're doing a Manhattan, you use that old-fashioned bitters. Yep. Any of these will do the job very well. You can make your own. That's always fun, too. But off the shelf, definitely. And off the shelf, anywhere you want to go, you can find Angostura. I would probably not want to be out of them anytime. And their orange is excellent. The Fee Brothers orange is also excellent. The Reagan's is different from those and is excellent. There are a lot of orange bitters kicking around out there.
You can go really nuts with bitters.
I don't think you need 20 different varieties of orange bitters.
I mean, we know people who have them.
But one or two is good, you know? And otherwise, I'm trying to think of what we use a lot.
Yes, Cindy loves bitters and champagne. Exactly, right?
We've been using some that are more infusions. We have one that is an Earl Grey bitter that I think is great in margaritas. I just add like a little bit on top of that, and that's like, wow. It just adds a little note there that's kind of great. And we had, I think we're pretty much out of the Bokers. That's made by Ella McGrath. And those were really, really good. I really like those in margaritas. And I'm thinking that I need to make Bokers from a formula so we have a ton of them on hand.
We have made our own bitters.
Right. Yes.
I'll have to post some recipes.
Yeah.
I made pineapple bitters. Mm-hmm. What else have we made? Hess.
You made the Hess, which is an old-fashioned style. I made Abbott's, which has been off the market for 75 years.
Yeah, we have made some ourselves.
And Abbott's is my favorite to use in Manhattan, but you have to make them, so I'm not going to tell you to do that unless you want to whip out the chemistry set.
If you have several weeks.
If you have some time on your hands, it's well worth the time because
stuff that goes in them.
It actually uses some fairly common ingredients, and it's a lot of fun to make bitters. They infuse very quickly. And they last forever, really.
We used to have a store very close by where we could buy all kinds of roots and all the things you need to make bitters. Mm-hmm. And they went out of business. So now we have to order that stuff.
Yeah. But there are more places these days to order, which is definitely a plus on such things. And there's always such a joint as, say, Kitsch-en's.
I was about to say Kitsch-en's.
If you're looking for a
source. The pineapple bitters were good. They were good, Cindy.
I've heard of two places that sound like that. One of them is Kitsch-en's in New York City. Another is Tenzing Momo in, I believe, the Bay Area. And they have a ton of stuff online if you're looking for strange roots and herbs and leaves.
The bitters are shelf stable for a really long time because they are pretty much just pure booze.
You infuse them in 50 proof liquor, mm-hmm. or no, 100 proof
100 proof liquor. 100 proof liquor. So yeah.
And even when you cut that down with water and sugar syrup, they're still very high proof.
Yeah.
So they hold the flavor. It's sort of like perfume, which is an alcohol base, which holds the aromas and will last for a very long time. Same principle. But these you drink. So you don't drink a shot of them. You'll put a couple of dashes, and that's all it is. Concentrated flavor for your cocktails. That's it. You can go crazy with bitters, or you can have 2 or 3 on hand and do very well. I think old-fashioned bitters, that kind of style, definitely belongs in your whiskey drinks. If you're making any kind of cocktail, you probably should have some bitters because that's sort of the accepted definition of the term cocktail. So bear that in mind. Otherwise, you can have a tall drink.
Have you heard of death?
Yes, of course. Of course. Detroit 70s, like one of the real, proto-punk type bands following your Stooges and MC5. And they have a really
I feel like I've heard the name, but...
Yeah. I have a friend who, collects all these things on CD, so I was able to nab a copy of that. And they're fun. They're really fun.
Who?
Death.
No.
Oh, Dave.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's got, the Amazon card, so he gets all this stuff for free,
basically.
Okay. He makes a few purchases, and suddenly he's got some CDs. But they're very hard. I've heard them on the radio in the mornings from time to time.
Hi, Sherry. Happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, love me.
Yay. Yep. They can oxidize. Oh my gosh. First of all, I just saw Death in 2019. Oh my gosh. Happy Valentine's Day, Sherry.
Yep.
Hey, okay. I'm caught up.
Yeah, they're to me an awful lot like the Bad Brains. In which case they sort of pioneered a sound and they got more attention than they got success. And they're completely like all of the hardcore bands are like their formative group is Bad Brains. they pretty much came out of nowhere, and they just defined a sound as well as anybody. But Death sounds a lot like that to me, as a matter of fact. They're not the same kind of hardcore sound, but they definitely have a hard-edged sound, and the themes are definitely on target.
Do you want another?
Oh, I could do something, but I think I'll go for the brandy. So,
oh, wow.
I will add my base spirit. And
someone's eschewing the gin.
I've already had one of these in gin. I'd like them in brandy, too.
All right.
I like both of them.
Go for it.
Yep.
Oh! Kelly says, so my drag queen friend Trixie Mattel just did a cover of Violent Femmes that Kelly would love because of the clothes. I'd love it because she's in drag, too. I'm a huge fan of drag queens.
We see a fair amount of drag queen.
Oh, okay.
Material.
All right. People are talking amongst themselves. I love it.
It's all part of the experience.
Oh, well, good night, Lilac.
Hey,
Happy
so glad
Valentine's
to see you.
Day. I'm so glad you joined us. All right. Let's all have another. Yeah, why not? Right? It's Sunday. My birthday fell on a Sunday this year. Paul's disappeared. He'll be back. But yeah, I haven't opened my birthday presents except for the one from my sister, which I love. So excited. It's winter, so I can wear my new coat. I love a pink coat. But yeah, thank you, David. Happy Valentine's Day to you. You can do French 75s with brandy or gin. You can do them with other spirits too, but then you change the name. Like if you use tequila, it's a Mexican 75. Or what else? I don't know. Catching up on your comments. And I am caught up. What else do we do? What else do we do with, you can do it with, you know what we've done before, which is a lot of fun. You can do like, just a tiny little bit of Mai Tai. Like you can make a Mai Tai like a full cocktail, but then just pour a little bit of it in your glass and then topper it with bubbles. And it's a good way to extend your one Mai Tai. And it's yummy. Mai Tai works great with bubbles. Most things do, actually. I was about to say I wouldn't do a martini, but this kind of is. You know, you could do a little bit of martini, add some bubbles. There are very, very few things that I think aren't improved with bubbles. Oh, the coconut. Okay. Oh, thank you, Vincenzo. You love the coconut 1800 tequila. Oh, I haven't had that, but sounds good to me. I'm interested in the peanut whiskey. I've seen that in the store. I can't read that. I've had too much to drink. Whirling dizzy disco of disorderly delight. Oh my gosh. I can't read that. I can't read that out loud. I can read it later. Hugo, hello. Good to see you. Happy Valentine's Day. Amanda, good to see you. Happy Valentine's Day. Coming back?
Oh.
All right. Looks like he's coming back. We might need that other bottle of bubbles.
We're
like
getting a little low.
Soon.
Yeah, like soon. I feel like I should get it while I'm up.
These,
well, I tell you what, why don't you finish off what I'm doing here, and then I'll get another bottle.
Okay, well, you got to bring it over so I can.
Yeah.
All right. He had brandy in his. Wait, you still want the bitters and the lime, right?
I want the bitters and limes.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, I do.
I'm just gonna. All right.
Yep.
There you go.
It's a bloop. That's all you need.
You don't have to supervise. I got this.
I'm just telling you. I'm telling the audience. All you need is a bloop. But a heavy dash of those bitters is a good idea.
Yep.
Like she just did.
Oh wait, I'm missing comments now.
Oh my. We can catch up. Here.
Michael, Bill, happy Valentine's
Let's see
Day. You are not late. You're right on time.
We're here.
The PB whiskey instead of orgeat. Oh, okay. That sounds good. I could live with that. I've seen it in the store, never bought it, but, you know, what the heck? Sounds good to me.
You gotta try things.
All right. You know what? I'm just going to pour this into mine and... Look, we need another bottle.
Hey, look.
Glad we bought two. Cheers. You've already been cheersed.
Super. Well, you know,
All right.
sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name.
That's right.
I'm just saying.
I know your name.
I know your name.
Okay. I'm just making sure I'm caught up. I am caught up. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. I could open the rest of my birthday presents, but I don't think I'm going to do that online. That seems dangerous, so I'll wait till we're done. Here's your drink.
Why, thank you. Much appreciated. You can make a 75 two ways.
Yeah, he did bring the booze. He put it in the bucket. I got the bucket on the floor.
That was subtle, but it's over there.
Yeah, it is there. So.
Where's the guy with the booze?
Aw. Cheers, Lisa and Errol.
But
Oh
definitely. I hope that you have a bottomless bottle of bubbles as well. Actually, we don't. We just have a second bottle of bubbles. But yeah, I hope that
if we
yours,
want more, we're going to have to stumble out to the liquor store.
which is open.
Not drive.
Yep. Oh.
We wouldn't drive. But
It's close.
but fortunately, there's one in walking distance.
It's walkable. Absolutely. So I hope you have your Magnum as well, because that's the day it is. You should be able to relax and enjoy a little time with your
That's right.
significant. I think that's very important these days.
Even if that's you.
Maybe it's just you. And if it's just
Oh, I
you,
do have, I just remember this, the baby. Because it is Mardi Gras on Tuesday.
It's coming
So I
up
have-
awfully
oh,
quickly this year,
There's
isn't
some
it?
fluff on me for
Oh.
my drink
Got some fluff.
toaster.
Your drink up
Ah!
your drink
I'm
pink slipper.
fluffy.
Drink slipper.
The little baby from the king cake.
I believe they came from a king cake.
Thank you, Steve.
At
Happy
work.
Valentine's Day to you.
Yes. We used to get king cakes at work around this time of year from one of the law firms. I think 2 law firms would send us king cakes, so 2 of them showed up on the floor. So there were really like 2 large cakes from Nolan's with all the frosting and everything, and they contained the baby. So that's where that came from. And around Christmas time, of course, it was always the huge chocolate bar with the hammer, so you could break apart the
Oh, I
chocolate
know.
bar.
You're.
Oh, I missed.
You
the big
always
chocolate
mention
bar.
that.
I missed the big
Next
chocolate
Christmas,
bar.
I'm getting you a chocolate bar with a hammer because
Works for me. And then there was
you
that
keep talking about
that
it.
almond roca stuff, which is why I have a lot of metal in my mouth. It's,
Almond roca. I haven't seen that since I was a kid.
It's a little. I have to stay away from it. It's really really good. So, but it's all
Ooh,
sugar.
Amy's making shrimp and grits. We could do that.
Cheers emoji. Oh yeah, you know what the heck?
We could make shrimp and grits.
We could do shrimp and grits. Yeah, I got the shrimp earlier. I had to go out for the Taylor ham, so I what do you need? She says shrimp.
I told him for dinner I want shrimp with a shrimp appetizer.
I think we can handle that, and we can definitely do the
Shrimp.
grits, and we have plenty of
With more
cheese,
shrimp.
so we can do a real serious cheese grits. Yeah, plenty of
Ooh,
spices to
yummy.
go in there. Étouffée, my friends.
Yeah.
Sounds great. Great idea.
It's Valentine's Day today, and then it's President's Day tomorrow, and then it's Mardi Gras on Tuesday. It's a packed week.
Bang, bang, bang. We got all these things going on. Hello. Well, no.
Yeah, we are caught up. We're both like, huh? Reading.
I'm reading this sort of thing. Yeah,
Fascinating.
it's very exciting to watch this right now. I just want to make sure I'm actually caught up on comments. I'm not missing something good.
I think
We
we're
go
caught
away.
up.
Definitely. Okay. Oh yeah, we said Feral to Lilac.
We did.
Very
We
good.
were completely caught up.
Back in.
Oh.
Beef tenderloin. Ooh. Fancy. Fun stuff. I'm not sure we...
I know that'll be amazing.
I'm not sure we ever do tenderloin. Yeah, I'll have to check out your page for what to do with that. I would be afraid of making that a little too tough. I do like a steak medium rare, so I'm kind of careful with the timing. And as it turned out, the mutton chops ended up kind of perfect because they were a little pink inside, so they were okay.
Oh my gosh. I have looked at that website, Goldbelly. Had not ordered anything until the other day.
Just the other day.
But wow, that was so good. We also got a Junior's cheesecake sampler.
You had to get something else. You got to get
which
dessert.
Is good too.
So we're kind of going like,
Yeah.
New York City and making those decisions. You yourself can do this.
You can order stuff from anywhere.
Oh yeah,
And it was-
all over the place.
It
the
was
whole country
just
can
like being in
get
the
this stuff.
restaurant, taste-wise. If you closed your eyes, you were in the restaurant.
You have to cook it.
Oh god.
So obviously you have to have some tools, but like a cast iron pan, high heat, oven at 400.
Did you
That was
bring
it.
in the stuff that was delivered?
I didn't bring it into here, but it's out there.
Is it booze?
It's in. Oh, I don't know. You want to find out?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe that's an
Right,
entertainment
I don't know
for
if
a
I'm going
little
to
while.
taste it today, but we'll know.
There are plenty of things going on.
For the future.
Oh yes, in fact, laissez le bon temps rouler, my friends. You know it is,
That's a
and you
good
know
time
that beat.
roll.
Dun, 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 dun. When we were in New Orleans, we were at an event at the hotel, one of the host hotels.
Hi,
And
Janice.
at the
Happy Valentine's Day.
The rooftop pool had bands, and one of the bands was a brass band, and they come out, and like their sousaphone guy starts a beat for about 15 minutes before the band kicks in.
It was crazy.
Wow, that was a heavy beat. And then they just start, and they were just raucous. Hot jazz is still alive and well. It was just great. So I got to say,
It was so good.
well worth your time. I obviously this year I think the actual Mardi Gras celebrations are going to be curtailed in New Orleans. Unfortunately,
No, it's happening.
They're happening.
It's happening.
Okay.
It's they're doing it. They're doing it with safely, but
So they're doing
it's
it.
happening.
Well, we saw the Macy's parade happen, so I suspect
It's
that we
happening.
could actually do Mardi Gras.
Yep.
Glad to hear it. That's a big tradition.
They're using ingenuity.
If you haven't
I just
been,
read this.
I recommend. Great
Shane,
city.
hello. Happy Valentine's
Hello.
Day.
Yay, Tiny. Super.
Oh, and to Heidi, hello.
Oh, definitely. And from Kingston,
Oh,
baby.
yummy.
Hey,
And
yes.
to breakfast casserole inspired by shrimp and grits. Yum.
Doesn't that sound like something else? I'm glad to see you.
Abra, happy Valentine's Day. It's so good to see you.
Didn't we see Shane just 1 year ago? How times do change, I guess. But that was, in fact, in New Paltz at a fine location that I recommend.
Yes. Yep.
All right, I'm going to do two things right now.
I'm going to see what was
product.
delivered.
Yeah.
Did you drink your press up? We were, oh, Amy says a friend wrote a history of New Orleans music. Nice. Who are they from?
Oh, they're coming from
I'm just curious who these boxes are from. Let's find out.
Colorado Springs.
Colorado Springs. That's where I was born.
Yeah, interestingly enough. This is coming from Nick Lee. This the man?
What's the company?
No company listed. Maybe it's just a random shipment of interesting things.
I think it's just a random ship. I think it... You sure it doesn't say?
Doesn't say.
Let's open the mystery boxes. It's a
Be right
holiday
back,
literally
bye.
about masks. All right, we're going to open these boxes and see. I'm so curious. We're supposed to have some booze coming, but they were supposed to just be little samples, so I don't know if we're going to I don't think we're going to taste them today because I want to do right by them. But unless they would be perfect in bubbles.
Yeah, I got a box here that says 12 by 750 mil.
It is booze.
I don't believe we have 12 bottles here, but I believe this originally
No.
contained 12 bottles.
All right.
And
that's so weird that they didn't say there was booze in it
No.
because they didn't make you sign. Usually an adult
There you
has
go.
to sign.
Happy Valentine's
All
Day.
right.
Just happen to have those in my pocket.
We got that out of the way.
Yep.
All right. Let's open them up.
Mhm.
And see what's in them.
So,
Oh, Hugo, you're so
Thank
sweet.
you. back at you, my friend. You know, you always should have a knife when you're going to go live. I know that sounds like something else, but you have to open things. So
You brought a knife to a live video fight?
yeah, well, you know, how are you going to win a live video fight? So
Yeah.
here we go, folks. Tracking
Let's
numbers.
see what we
This
got.
was FedEx.
Are they light?
They're not light.
Oh,
They're not.
that's good in this case.
I can tell you if this is bottles, it is not 12 bottles.
I don't even know what it is.
It's probably more like 2 bottles. In fact, it is 3.
It is booze.
Oh, I love it. Look at this. This
They
is
sent us entire bottles.
It's like this little pillow pack that holds the bottle. This is brilliant. I want to keep these.
They sent us whole bottles. Okay.
Gin Fuego.
Oh, I'm excited to try this. This is like a hot gin. Gin Fuego. From Lee Spirits Company.
Lee
Colorado. I
Spirits
didn't realize they were in
Colorado.
Colorado Springs.
Well, hello.
That's where I was born. It's perfect for my birthday.
It's kind of ideal.
They said they were going to send us samples. I didn't realize they were going to send us whole bottles. Yeah, booze. I'm excited.
Booze.
Oh, and
Hello.
then forbidden fruit. Okay, this
Forbidden fruit.
was the whole way I got in touch with this company. I was looking at a vintage recipe that called for forbidden fruit, and I was like, what? And so I researched it, and there is a company that you used to be able to just buy this, but someone started making it again. Lee
Yep.
Spirits in Colorado
Lee Spirits.
Springs.
They're making some pretty cool looking
So,
stuff.
I was so excited.
What's that first one?
This was Gin Fuego. It's a
Gin
hot
Fuego.
gin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I see. There's how is that the gin in this? They're in square bottles. They come from the Bay Area. I think there's 3 different
St.
varieties.
George?
No, there was like
I don't know.
there were 3 of them. I got to remember what that was. And they had like a very spicy gin. It was a little different. There's all sorts of gins on the market that go way afield of an English dry gin.
I'm not going
which
to
we're used
open these today because these deserve
those are
an
fun.
entire broadcast all to themselves. So
They do indeed.
we're gonna
I think-
save that
I
for
think
next
we'll get to
Wednesday.
those. And
We're
the,
gonna table it. till
and the
next
third
Wednesday.
bottle in here is in fact strawberry ginger from Lee.
Oh yeah, I asked for
Yeah.
that one too.
We'll have to sit poolside. 90 proof. Wow, this is for serious.
What else do we get? There's another
It
box.
says sip poolside. I'm interested in this.
I'm interested in sipping
And
poolside.
in fact, it's strawberry ginger flavored gin.
Oh, Lee Spirits. Okay, Kelly just posted it. Thank you.
Thank you.
I
There's a Lee.
am 100% on board for Lee Spirits right now.
You know,
These people rock.
you
They just
made-
send us bottles.
You made contact with them recently inquiring about one product, and they asked you what else you'd like. You know, we
Yeah.
run the show. We need product all the time to try out and to demonstrate for you. And I'm glad to do it. Sometimes, you know, these things are not exactly what you think. We have noted that from time to time, but most
Well,
of the
it was
time with
just
the small
the
distributors.
forbidden fruit. I was like, forbidden fruit?
Mhm.
What? And it's like, yeah, it's this thing you can't buy anymore, except Lee Spirits is making it. So
Ever since the cocktail revolution circa 1992, and we can probably thank people with names like Dale DeGroff and Audrey Saunders, this has completely turned around.
go ahead and open the other box too.
Oh, yeah. And products which were off the market forever and nobody cared about, like, you know, violet liqueur, suddenly you can get it again. I will maintain that I believe that you are responsible for getting maraschino into the New York area again because you asked about it.
And also the Giffard products.
Oh, yeah, we got the Jafar products happening locally, but our local,
I kept asking,
one of
like,
our
can
local
you
stores.
get Banana du Brazil? And they're like, yeah, we can. Can you get the Giffard Blue Curacao? Yes, they can. Like, and now they carry it. So
And if they're not aware of it and they think it's a good idea, they'll start carrying this.
okay, he's opening box number 2.
What's behind door number 2? I'll take door number
I
2
already
there,
know
Bonnie.
that there are some canned cocktails in here, which I'm super excited about.
Mhm.
Because apparently their canned cocktails are renowned
Mhm.
for poolside sipping.
Well, guess what? You have a case lot.
Oh my gosh, a case lot of
Oh! Lemonade
wait,
craft
lemonade
cocktails.
craft cocktails. Oh.
Strawberry lemonade, whiskey lemonade, lavender lemonade, and the Fuego lemonade.
I asked for the Fuego,
boy.
but they sent all of them.
And they're nice and cold, too. We could crack one. That's awesome. So there's 3 of each of these. That's fantastic.
Oh, my gosh.
9% alc. So
Lee Spirits is
they're not that heavy.
Yeah. Thank you, Lee Spirits.
Oh, there you go.
Wow. Oh, my gosh. And it has a little handle on the top.
And guess what? We have this sudden surplus of these little pillow packs for $7.50.
I know.
Gee, that's a great idea.
Strawberry lemonade,
like these.
whiskey lemonade, lavender lemonade, Fuego lemonade.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I want to try one of each.
Yeah, they Tempest Fusion has banana liqueur. Oh, you can't get the Jafar. Oh man.
Ooh.
But I'm interested in that one too.
Good comment from Fred here.
You pack those boxes back up and forth. Well, everyone just, be healthy and let's get this thing over with so we can go to Ohana.
So we can go there.
Because I told the guy was super friendly from Lee Spirits, and I was like, we go to an event where we have a cooler and we put cocktails in it, and he was like, yeah. Heck yeah. So we got the whole thing. Very interested. So
because these are the sorts of things that
be healthy.
I know that many here, as we do, keep a well-stocked bar. Yours may not be as well-stocked as ours, and may be better stocked than ours, and you experiment with things. So that's all part of the spirit and the spirits. However, from time to time, you just want to grab a can, crack it, and pour it over ice. Nothing wrong with that.
Yes, Ohana, I know.
I know.
Everyone be healthy. Let's get to Ohana. Let's be there.
Respect the separation, wear your mask, all that kind of jazz. When shots become available, take advantage of that, and we'll lick this thing. This is another one of these damn things.
Yeah, Kelly says they have great old school cocktails on their website. Yeah.
Big fun.
Yes,
we certainly respect and reflect experimentation and the classics, and we will do them frequently. We're doing a lot more classics lately. I think that they're a great thing.
Yeah.
And on the ground at the Lake George, we will mix a few things up.
At the Lake George.
But we, at our table, where I'm grilling up the Spam, she is frequently demoing some other objet, and we always have a cooler full of old man beer, and from time to time other things, because now you can get canned wine, canned bubbly, canned cocktails are a big thing. Some of them are very good, so that's actually important, But I love the canned bubbly. Grab a can. Oh, there you go.
Hot Gin would be a fun Ohana sponsored product. Yes, it really would.
Ding, 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 ding. Thinking cap is on.
I really want to go to Ohana, too.
I don't know.
Everyone requests the Velvetones. We were supposed to perform last year, so let's all gargoyle so that we can perform.
We were rehearsing like mad last year, but we have continued to play and continued to do we did the music videos because we couldn't actually be there live. So check them out.
Hotel. Well, the hotel's closed for the season because they always close in winter. Lake George kind of shuts down in winter. We did show up the weekend of Ohana. We just showed up for a day trip, and they were definitely open, and people were staying there, but just not the same.
They are under restrictions, although I had heard that a number of hotels in the area were. Our hairdresser actually went up to Lake George, and she noted that, the hotel she was at, people were partying like mad.
Yeah.
So that wasn't the wisest thing.
Yeah, no, she went up in the summer, and she said that
they were taking advantage.
People were not distancing, not masking. It was not cool.
Not cool.
Not cool, but...
You brought it out to Valentine's Day. Well, you never know. I'm just saying, All
right. This one of the foils kind of falling apart, but I got it. Dang.
Dang, dang,
this
dang,
one's
dang, dang.
shreddy.
That happens sometimes.
Oh my gosh, the whole thing just came off. All right,
this is
whatever.
good because it had removed anyway.
Whatever. Whatevs.
We have to take that whole thing off in order to use that little widget from Amy.
Oh, the Windsor. We stayed one night at the Windsor.
Yeah.
That was so cute.
Windsor is a very cool little place. Have we stayed there twice, as a matter of fact?
Did we? No. Once.
I think we did. 2 different years.
No.
Before the event. I remember different management. at the Windsor?
No, we didn't go the second time. Because we were going to stay at the Surfside on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then move over to the Tiki, but then that didn't happen because COVID.
It seems to me 18 and 19 we actually did do the Windsor.
No, it was just 19.
Okay.
But it was fun. If it happens in September, it'll be tough getting overflow hotels since all the spring events will be stacked up on top of the fall. I know.
It might be
difficult.
difficult.
I want to go early, and we're all going to want to maximize. You're right. I want to maximize.
Maybe the campground will be open, and some people would like to tent or like.
I'm just free pouring now.
What? I'm just right there.
It's okay. I got it.
Okay.
Ew. I got a little more gin than I might have.
What's a shame?
Darn it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm using Dorothy Parker gin because I went to New York City the other day.
And the Parker is a really reputable
product. It's really nice.
It has some different flavors in it. Really nice. We had some from Vermont recently, which was a gift for my 20th anniversary at work. And that was really good, too.
Smuggler's Notch.
Yeah.
That was really good gin.
Really good gin. It's probably the sort... You can probably order it. It's the sort of thing you want to pick up when you're in Vermont. And I think it's recommended to do such things. Wherever you travel. If you can't travel. When you see a small distillery, check them out. Try their product. Because all of these micro distilleries are making really fun stuff.
Chances are good
days.
it will be amazing.
Yeah, they're making really fun stuff these days.
You want a topper?
A small distillery that makes terrible product will not sell. So.
Or do you just want to make another drink?
Oh, I just need to make another thing.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. My glass is empty. So Fred is pointing out September, cold, the first year of Ohana. You know, interestingly enough, I gotta wonder if conditions have changed since then, because Septembers have been really warm ever since.
That's kind of true too.
I'm thinking about that. I'm like, September should be a great time to do Ohana. People were complaining that first year about the pool. I'm like, I've also seen it I've seen it be about 42 degrees in June.
To be fair, it was really cold.
Yeah.
It was really cold. I remember wearing a coat at night.
You remember that?
Not a jacket, a coat.
But subsequently, you remember the year that there was the boat cruise and we went out and it was like 100 degrees. It was vicious.
That was in June.
Yeah, and then a day later, in the evening for the movies, it's like 40 degrees out there.
Well,
it was really chilly.
That
was June.
I don't know.
That was June. It's the mountains. It's lake effect. It's all this stuff. It's going to suck into you. It's going to rain, but it's probably going to rain less in September. So, just saying.
Well, yeah. I'm for less rain.
I was out there that first year in the chill, in a kilt, with a cigar, so I had no problems. I was watching the movies. It was great.
Christy claims the first Ohana was a freak weather occurrence. I could see that.
Christy is the only other person who recommends September. I am the one who recommends September.
It was. I think it was a freak. Dominic, hello! Oh my gosh. Happy Valentine's Day. Oh, Carla, thank you. Happy Valentine's Day. I'm so glad you're here.
Hey, are we a bad influence, Dom? I'm just saying. Yeah, you can blame us. Hi, Carla. Awesome. Glad to see you. What you doing with Mark? Just saying.
Oh, Adam, hello.
Yeah, please.
We are still going.
Oh, yeah. We're committed. We have tickets already. We're already booked. So... this will happen when it happens, and
that's upstate New York for you, Abra. You are absolutely right.
Yeah, seriously.
Yep.
Any of our correspondents from the Albany area will be able to tell you, oh yeah, this is what happens, because they are
that is upstate New York for you.
Considerably closer to that than us, but they will know about these interesting and curious weather patterns. Blah blah blah.
Oh, Fred says if we had playing Whispers instead of Poolside. I love Whispers.
I always remember year 2.
Wow.
Sully always wants this thing to be an exterior event, but year 2, when you're rained out, and they have to move the band into Whispers, and it's like, we got to move the band into Whispers. It's a big hardship.
I'm like, Whispers rocks.
And then, just the quote from Mike where he's like, yeah, well, we had to do it inside. It was like, it wasn't that great. But the audience was like, are you out of your mind? Do you understand what just happened? They just dropped you onto the set of laughing.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's Joanne Worley. I mean, it was that insane.
Yeah.
You're in front of this big, light wall.
Light wall is just
it's off the damn hook. And then you start playing surf with go-go dancers and you're like, where am I? It's so cool. So that's the thing. I love Whispers for that. And I think it's underutilized. But I also think Paradise is underutilized.
I think you could have an entire event in Whispers, honestly.
You would do just great. You would do just great. Whispers and Paradise could really be this whole thing. And I think the hotel still doesn't quite understand that. But, you know, we do our part.
I'm sure they just think it's tacky and whatever. And I'm like, yes, it's tacky.
It's exactly what it is.
Tacky people unite.
Their bartenders are skilled. They can mix whatever you tell them. And they do just
well, especially if you pre-batch it.
If you pre-batch it, it's not hard.
You know.
We just got to get that jukebox back in there, too.
Ooh, Satellite just made biscuits and gravy and scrambled eggs.
Oh, hello.
Oh. Ooh. Oh, yummy. That sounds great.
Super duper.
Better acoustics inside, no coolers. Yeah, exactly.
All those hard walls that are reflecting sound terribly.
Kitsch, I seriously would just do an entire event in Whispers. That's me. I mean, I could live in Whispers.
It's a cool place.
I love it.
I feel like I could be very happy for a long time in the Paradise. It's a cool location.
Yeah.
And it has a stage. And the bar's right there. You could do so much in Paradise. I mean, it's like...
I still want to perform in the
It's called Paradise.
Well, I have performed in the Paradise. I want to perform again in the Paradise.
Again in the Paradise.
Velvetones, you know.
But I think it's just one of those things that used to be used a lot more than it is. And off-season. Outside of Vahana, I don't know how well it gets used. But I think they may be picking up a clue. It's a cool hotel. I wish them luck. I want them to survive. So,
Doug, I feel like we should just show up and be like, hi, we're here to fix your lighting.
You and I need to go up there like 2 months before the event with the tools, with the toolkit on the belt and say, hi, we're here for the lighting. And have them say, I didn't hear anything about that. And say, here's the bill. Boom. And we just go fix stuff. Make it happen.
Yep.
Just do things and then answer questions later. That's my policy.
Fix stuff, answer questions. Yeah, and you're fixing it. It's not like you're harming anything.
If you fix somebody's washing machine and they say, I didn't ask you to fix the washing machine, who's going to say that?
You didn't want your washing machine fixed?
You didn't want your washing machine fixed?
Okay.
If we show up
I guess I can unfix it.
If we show up to Amy's place and we fix her dishwasher, is she going to complain?
Dano's in.
Just saying.
Okay, I think we're just gonna be like a gang. We're just gonna show up.
I think the tech crew has arrived to like really spruce up the Paradise. We got like three electronic technicians here who are ready to go.
It makes me think of the shop giving. Remember that?
Oh yeah, yeah.
It makes me think of this was a long time ago, but people were buying Barbies in stores that they thought were inadequate, like they thought Mattel wasn't doing a good job. So they would spruce them up, rebox them, and put them back in stores.
Back on the shelf.
Oh, and they were changing their voice boxes too. Like you could make them say things, and they were changing what they would say.
I'd like to go to electronic engineering school.
Exactly. They were making them say more empowering things. Yeah. Like instead of saying math is hard, they were saying like, I do STEM and I'm good at math or whatever. But like, so they were like making the Barbies say more empowering things and putting them back on the shelves of stores. And the people in stores were all up in arms. And it's like, but what could they say? They're not taking things from the stores. They're putting them back on the shelves. They're shop giving. So instead of shoplifting, it was shop giving.
It has a price tag. You sell it again. So that's the funny thing about that.
I just thought that was the shop giving.
There was also a project.
You could shop give at the Tiki.
There was a project years ago called Drop Lift. Instead of shoplift, it was drop lift. You would actually drop it back on the store for music. And they would putting fun stuff on the shelf for people to buy. It's a great idea, you know. But that's part of the spirit of giving and charity that we support. And I think that if something's broken, you fix it. There's a old cliche from New England: if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Yeah, I have another one for you. If it's broken, fix it. That's a very important thing, you know. Fix these damn things.
I think we should shop give at the Tiki.
Broke, fix it. And I believe in that. And if
everyone shows up with their tool belts and their
you don't need to be
tool
asked.
Boxes, like
you just go and you do it. You apply the coat of paint to the walls.
Yep.
You actually deliver the load of books to the school kids. You actually deliver the school lunches. You actually like find the people who are not mobile and you make sure they can eat and they've got entertainment. It's a very simple thing. That's the sort of thing we support around here. But the Tiki could use some of that. And, it's a margin business, and I know that it's difficult sometimes, and they don't necessarily have the resources they could use to make everything happen. So,
That's okay, we do.
but maybe we do.
We can make it happen.
Maybe we do. A lot of places could use our help these days. We can't do all of them, but if you're local, could use help. I believe in that. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. I could use another thing because now I'm out. Here I'm talking.
Uh-oh.
Here I'm John. I got an empty glass. I look like an amateur.
Mm-hmm. With an empty glass.
But, hey, message for the day, folks. Today is a day about love. I believe in spreading the love. So.
I believe in going up to the tiki during the off season and fixing things.
I want that jukebox back.
I know. He does want that jukebox back. And what happened to it? Is it in the basement or is it gone?
I think it's at a shop.
At a shop?
Yeah, it is at a shop.
Could we identify the shop?
I need to talk to people again.
So many people donated records for that jukebox.
Oh,
And then it disappeared.
Because the amplifier went out. Which, hey, I understand.
No, I understand that the amplifier went out, whatever. It happens. But I'm just thinking, let's find where the jukebox is and get it back.
Between Doug and me, can't we get this thing going again? Yes, I think we can. It's just transistors.
Oh, Doug says, they've reassembled many things in thrift stores. I'll walk 3 aisles to reunite a vintage coffee pot with its lid. And that's why we love you, Doug.
I've done the same. Absolutely. We actually finally got a working 8mm, a Super 8 projector, was it 2 years ago, on my birthday. Literally go out to the Salvation, and there is a machine. I think it was, it's an Elmo. It's a great machine. And
Elmo?
I got it working again. It took several tries.
Did you call it an Elmo?
The name of the actual company is Elmo.
Laura, happy Valentine's Day.
Hey, Laura.
Thank you.
Glad to see you. Fantastic. And got the thing working again. It took a few belts, blew a few fuses, but it works fine. And then, like, on a subsequent visit, I found the take-up reel. It said Elmo. I'm like, this obviously went with this machine. I asked the person at the desk. She said, just take it.
I'm surprised.
I'm glad that it didn't go into the trash because I can use it. If you could throw me an ice cube and some of those sour, that would be nice.
Some of those sour.
Some of those sours.
All them witches.
Yep.
Do you want any bitters?
Shane, totally support shop giving. Yeah. I'll take the bitters.
Okay, hold please.
I'll
and
be glad to hold.
I will embitter you.
Don't get embittered.
Oh, what else is it? Oh, our poo-poo platter. Our vintage poo-poo platter.
Our vintage poo-poo platter. For poo-poos.
I was in Arizona at a Goodwill, and I saw this is the multi-tiered ones that are carved and everything. I saw part of one. I was like, oh, I know what that is. Mm-hmm. And it said $1.99, but it was not complete. But I'm walking through the store looking at other things, and I found another part of it and another part of it, just like throughout the store. So I put it all together and went up to the register, and they just charged me $1.99.
Every single part said $1.99. You expected to pay, I don't know, $12,
I expected to pay like about $6 or $8, which was a bargain because they get a lot more for those things.
Please.
And they're like, oh, $1.99.
Because that's what the price tag said for the whole thing. I
got out of there. Yes! And then, of course, I had to get it home because I was in Arizona, so. I'm like packing up all these bags, like, okay, this kind of fits in here, and this one sort of,
I think we are literally still missing the leaves. There are those wooden, leaves that come off the top of the pineapple.
Yeah, we are still missing
We don't have those. One of these days. But, we have this whole poo-poo platter assembly, which is, for that price.
Doug says we'd have to bring a box of fresh capacitors for the jukebox. Grease and oil for the mechanics. Oh my gosh. Okay.
You need a few Farads.
You gotta do this.
Can you top me, please? I would very, really appreciate it.
She topped her husband.
You always need fresh capacitors because that's a consumable. You need some new oil and grease because that wears out. It turns into glue. It literally freezes everything up. That's why your old garage turntable doesn't turn anymore because it's turned into glue. The grease. And for the thermionics, you got to get that going, And the occasional resistor will go out, but for the most part, I will tell you this is very true. your vacuum tubes are probably not bad. It's the capacitors.
I love this idea. Flux capacitors.
You got to change the flux capacitor.
Flux capacitor.
You got to change the polarity on the flux capacitor.
Shop
It makes me think we're about to launch into the ninth dimension with, who is it?
No.
I forget his character's name. And I forget the actor's name, too. No, my.
Oh, boy.
Well, I have a phone.
What's the show?
Buckaroo Banzai.
Oh, all right. I got it.
If you would.
I got this.
I wish these things were at my fingertips again, but I've had a few of these things. So.
I know, and we ate late.
We're here to show you some fun. Perhaps some more food. How about one of these like lovely little cakes with little sprinkles on top of them? That sounds like a good idea.
Here we go. It.
Dr. Emilio Lizardo. That's what I'm thinking of. John Lithgow.
Oh.
That's what I'm thinking of. In said movie.
John Big Boutte.
He's the one who was changing the polarity on the flux capacitor to get into the ninth dimension. Yeah, but then he starts actually like messing around with the red electrodes. Bad news. Has the great quote.
Bonsai, yes. Dan, it was Buckaroo Bonsai. Everyone's like Buckaroo Bonsai.
Bonsai.
Buckaroo Bonsai, you guys.
I did not remember the character name, but it's Lizardo. He has that classic quote. That classic quote. Shut up, Big Booty, you coward! You're the weakest individual I ever know!
Oh, the video was interrupted again.
Fooey.
Doug says my garage has fresh grease and a solid wood plinth.
It should. Well, garages were made to drop into consoles, so frequently you find them without any wood plinths. How's your juice doing? Uh-oh, it's not.
Uh-oh. We gotta plug my phone in.
Whoops. Be right back, folks.
I need a new phone.
I guess I should have done that.
I need a new phone. Oh, wait. We still seem to be live. All right. Plug it. Plug it.
I need to find a power source here. Make it happen.
Okay. Man.
Get yourself plugged.
Thank you.
Where's some of this debris over here?
Nothing happened. I plugged it in. Nothing happened.
Do it again.
Oh my gosh. Okay. All right.
It'll be fine. You gotta wait.
Okay. Hopefully we didn't die. All right. We're plugged. Man. I'm happy that the broadcast didn't die, but man, my phone was at 0. It was at nothing.
Yeah.
I need a new phone.
A little low.
I need a new phone. I don't want a new phone. I just
need a new phone.
Have what you can, monkey boy. I don't want a new phone because I just finished paying for this phone, and I'm enjoying not having to pay for a freaking phone. But my phone is.
Hey, you know it's like when you finish paying off your car, and it's like, oh, now I need $500 worth of repairs.
$500. That's nothing. $2,000 worth of repairs. It's like,
yeah, that's true. Then you start thinking about, do I need a new car? Now you need a new payment again.
I don't want a phone payment. Hi, Tracy. Happy Valentine's Day. It's they're tea cakes. They're upscale ding dongs.
It's upscale ding dongs. Petty fours.
It's upscale ding dongs.
It's petty fours.
Petty fours. Oh, Amy's phone just died too. I don't want to pay for another phone. I'm enjoying having a low phone payment.
I love the quote. Laugh for all you can, monkey boy.
Oh my gosh. I walked from Astor Wine and Spirits in New York City in Village.
Yep. Greenwich Village. Yep.
But it's Lafayette.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
Mhm.
in the Village.
Village.
I walked from there to the Oculus, the World Trade Center. And when I left Astor, my phone was at 80%. And I stopped to take the occasional picture here and there. But the walk was probably 20 minutes. And my phone went from 80% charged to nothing by the time I got to the Oculus.
It took zilch, I gotta tell you.
I know, this is really boring, but this is my life.
Phone talk.
It's my life.
You know, the batteries start going, and that's the end of it. And of course, Apple, in its infinite wisdom, decides that the battery is not only a consumable, but completely enclosed. Taking it out, you have to bust it loose. Did that with the desktop machine last year. It was some effort, but I did it. It was worth it, but it is not easy.
I'm mad at my phone.
I tell you. It doesn't make me happy.
I don't want to pay for another phone.
Anything where you can't take out the damn battery and replace it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there's a message there. And I'm not so crazy about that message.
Does it involve Apple's middle finger
No.
at you?
Well, you know, in a matter of speaking, but what does it say? As soon as that battery starts going, what do? You buy a new one.
I don't want a new one. I'm happy with my phone. I just want the battery to work.
When things start to conk out, we don't believe in buying a new one. We believe in fixing them.
Exactly.
That's what we
do.
If it starts to die, fix it.
Lori says, that's when I knew I needed a new phone. Charging it twice a day. Ugh.
I swear.
I had a battery, thankfully, so I could plug it in. Because we were meeting up. And I'm like, well, if we can't get in touch with each other, we're dead. Because in New York City, we'll never find each other. But
nope. She could be here, she could be
I
there.
did have a battery I could plug into, but I just want my phone to work.
You know it is.
My phone to work.
You have to have an outboard battery these days. For years, we always had to have those because if you're out and about, things going to go down. So we've had that thing that's the size of a Barbie suitcase.
Well, if you're meeting up,
that charges it up about 4 times, which is great.
If you're meeting up in New York City, you need to be able to contact each other because trains break down and
trains, planes, and automobiles break down.
And, you know, it's like ugh.
I
want my phone to work.
I want my phone to work, but. So we've always had the outboard batteries. I got you an outboard battery. It's fun. It's good.
Good.
Yep.
What a break. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I did have a brick thing. Thank God, but...
Battery capacity is the deciding factor in contemporary technology. Whether we're talking the solar panels on your roof, your phone, or your car, your electric car. That's the thing. Can you get capacity?
I feel like I need a purse that you can... I feel like I just need a purse that you can charge. Like, not even a brick. Just like the actual purse.
Yeah.
You could just charge
there is such
the
a thing.
purse. And
there is such a thing.
I know there's luggage you can charge.
Oh, hello.
LG V30. Okay.
Well, that's a big factor these days. Is that phone companies will promote the actual life of the battery. And that's important. And people are interested. I'm interested in a long battery myself. Yeah. Rechargeability.
I just need my case to work. That's the thing. Like, if I get a new phone, it can't be bigger because I love my case. Stupid considerations.
Goodbye to Dominic. Has to move on. Thank you so much. Still enjoying this fine 75. This is a great thing to do if you have not done it. Maybe I got on a jag and I kept doing it. You know, it's a classic for a reason. That's the thing.
I bought the Dorothy Parker gin specifically for my birthday.
Mm-hmm. And you've got to imagine that back in the day, Ms. Parker herself enjoyed a few French 75s. And a few martinis.
2 at the most.
But only 2 at the most. A few gin and tonics. And a few other gin drinks. There are a lot of great
You guys know that
drinks.
poem, right? Dorothy Parker.
We heard the other Dorothy Parker poem earlier, which is great.
I love a martini. 2 at the most. 3 I'm under the table. 4 I'm under my host. Who says I can't recite poetry?
It's the fun stuff, folks. It's the fun stuff. That's the Algonquin Hotel, another of our favorite
which
haunts.
is under construction again, which scares me.
Yeah. Well, it shouldn't scare you too much.
Oh, okay, Tracy. I'm wearing a pink schmata that I made. And Paul's wearing a smoking jacket that I made.
As a matter of fact, they're both VL originals going on over
They
here.
are.
I'm happy with
They
this.
are.
This is a fine garment. I like the little pocket capacity here. That's kind of great. But it
That was
has,
a lot of work. I'm looking at this pocket
Yeah.
with the
Mhm.
the plum colored
the plum outside.
trim.
And
Dang, that was a lot of work I
the
did.
hidden seam inside here. Yeah,
That
that's
was a lot of
actually
work
pretty
I
slick.
did.
It was a lot of work. And you even matched up the collars here. So they actually, the cuffs, so that they work properly.
Jeez.
Yeah. Tell you.
Man,
You're working
I'm
overtime
kind of
that day.
impressed with myself. I'm not sure I would do that again. But
Probably not. Glad I've already got it. But it's a great smoking
Dorothy
jacket.
Parker Ross.
And the gin is very good. New York Distilling.
Yes.
Recommended. We'll definitely give them a shout out there.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at Lori's comment again about buying a brick.
You need more power.
I've just been, my phone was probably at 100% when we started this, and then it was at 0.
You need more power
Sitting here.
at all times because everything demands more power. And it's very important to note that if you go traveling, suddenly your phone is searching for towers and all that, and it uses a lot of juice. So it's going to burn down.
It's not like you can't find towers in New York City.
It's not like you can't find them. But it might, your phone might spend a lot of time trying to find them, and it will run way down. It's difficult. Any of these.
Oh,
Oh.
says, I'll check your store. I want to get back. Oh, jeez.
We might be. You never know.
Oh, no. I hope not, but...
Think about that lighting there. We'll make that happen. I'm glad to. I like to fix these things.
You guys
for
need
our
to go to
friends.
the Tiki. I'll drive. I'll drive.
I've said it for years. I would like to just go in there and fix things. Hi, maintenance crew. We didn't order maintenance. Oh, well, I've got the order right here.
You need uniforms.
Yeah.
You need to, like, all be in the same uniform. Be like, hi, we're here to fix the... You know what you need to fix? Doug, are you still here? You know what you need to fix? The torches out by the pool.
Oh, the torches by the pool. I have complained about that for years. The torches by the pool are not, they're not wired, but they are hooked up for gas. But there's apparently some deal with the local health department where they can't run them. And I think
Right, so...
they're ready to go.
So...
They're hooked up to the national
change
gas
them
line. Shouldn't they be good?
From gas... No, just change them from gas to not gas.
Shut off the electric and make them... shut off the gas and make them electric.
Right.
Oh.
How hard... I just thought of that myself. I'm not scientific, and I thought of that.
Well, there's an idea. I still love the open flame. But if that's a problem...
Well, who doesn't, but...
If that's a problem. I know the Maikai had their open flame torches. And at least until recently. I don't know if they still do. But,
Well, they're kind of close. Oh! Fred says, I'll design the logo for your faux fix company. Yes! Yeah, Fred.
there
We
go.
love you, Fred.
Well, that's why you're on this broadcast, my friend.
Fred rocks. Oh, my God.
Yeah, this is...
Yes,
this-
yes.
This is like, Moya Repair Company or something like that. you know?
Yes, yes. Oh, my God. You guys need to think those torches, like, they've got these beautiful opportunities for torches by the pool, and they're like, no, we can't do that.
Gas torches that
Health
have been there
code,
since
like-
1960. What's with the health code? It's a gas line. I don't know.
I mean, I'm fine with it being an LED flame. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's better than nothing.
It's better than no flame. It's very
Better
true.
than nothing.
I don't know exactly what the problem is. No one has ever explained it to me. I've never really asked in detail because I didn't want to push it. But at the end of the day, I think that doesn't work. Fix it. Make it work.
I'm
That's
so
what
into
we're
this
here
idea for you guys. So, like, I'll drive. I don't know. I'll do whatever I can. I won't be helpful in a light fixing way, but I'm there for you.
I want to find that
There for
jukebox.
you.
I will say that, like,
Yeah,
obviously, if you have a
jukebox.
jukebox, you have to stock it with 45s. I don't know. Does anybody in this crowd have a few 45s
You
they
got
could
a
spare
bunch.
for a
You got a
jukebox?
bunch donated.
We did. I think the software is not a problem.
No.
So the hardware is also not a problem. Really. That's just a very basic electronics. No big deal. No big whoop. We can do it. Whatever. No
Oh,
big
Dan says I'll get a magnetic sign for the Clamovan too.
whoop.
You guys, This has got to happen.
I love these ideas. That's why
Happy
these meetings happen.
Valentine's Day, Lori's.
Please, I'm so glad you could stop by.
Oh my God.
Great stuff. So I need to actually like confer with you about tenderloin because I've never done it, and I'm sure it's delicious. We're usually doing tougher cuts of meat, but then again, we just did the mutton chops. They were fairly tender to start with. They came out beautifully. I'm not going to say that you should order from
Bernie
King's
has thousands of 45
tomorrow, but
it couldn't hurt.
yeah. But you would really enjoy these chops. They're pretty brilliant.
Oh my gosh, we gotta do this.
Yeah, he does.
We gotta do this.
And I think like we were at a record show just no.
Oh, it's snowing in New York City. Wow, it's not snowing here.
Hello. Not yet. No, about 3-4 years ago, actually, we were at a record show, and I was checking out one of the booths there, which had a lot of 45s, because I always look for Christmas stuff, because I do a collection every year, and I was looking for sort of Exotica-type things, Exotica/surf for the tiki. And I found 3 singles. I was all ready to donate them. And then suddenly the machine's not there. But so I've got things to donate myself now. They're really cool 45s, you know? And I think that like the capacity is 80. Once you get up to that number, you want to have like another 80 in the wings so you can replace stuff. Yeah. Yeah. I think there is such a thing. There are literally millions of 45s out there. So, just saying.
I'm all about helping you guys.
This goes well.
However I can.
This goes well beyond a version of Quiet Village. I'm just saying, you know, there's a lot of great stuff that you can put in there. And it's part of the fun. It's all part of the fun.
So.
It's part of the entertainment. People gather in there, particularly early on, and they have such a good time. I want to promote the party. That's part of what we do here.
With regard to the torches, Errol says light them up. If someone complains, say, oh no, they caught on fire.
Oh no, stop it.
That's hilarious.
Okay, I think we need to get you two to Lake George because
you really do.
Blast.
You really do.
You have the correct attitude, my friends.
You guys need to be at Ohana.
No, it's just too true. I got a feeling that if you simply opened the gas, they would work because it's still connected to the line. And the same line is powering the kitchen, which makes the food that does the show that they do a show every week there.
Well, there's some code, which, okay, whatever. But, hello, instead of just saying, oh, okay, never mind, I won't light these torches. Like, how could you light them?
How can you get up to code?
Yeah.
Look, part of what I do in my daytime occupation, back when I take off my Superman outfit and put on my Clark Kent outfit, is that I do some compliance. How do you get back to code? That's not that hard. So that's part of the thing. When I talk about rewiring, I'm not talking about doing some jury rig job. I'm talking about like 3-prong up to code stuff. You know? Really. That's not that hard.
3-prong up to code stuff.
Just saying. You know, you have to do it right. It's not hard to have things correctly polarized these days. It's not hard to use, category 17 wire, I think. So it's not, you can get this stuff at Home Depot. You know.
Man. Best cover. It's got a fancy patio heater. See?
You know?
Thankfully, we have people like you, Dano and Doug, because...
I think the Tiki has 2 or 3 of those patio torches. You know, the things which are basically like a big gas torch that just sits there out there when it's chilly and heats the patio. They're very wasteful.
Oh, the outdoor heaters.
Yeah, they're extraordinarily wasteful. Let's go sit by one. And they do have that fireplace, which is gas powered. That's right there on the new patio.
Yep.
So when they built that extension to the patio out there from the Paradise, they put that in.
Yep.
So people can sit out there in the fire if it's chilly, and it works just fine. So I think, yeah, that's totally possible. Yeah. The last time I was out there, I was actually playing Scrabble with Joe McDonough. But that's what we do.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so.
Is it time to shut this down?
We've been here for 2 hours plus.
I know.
It's a fun thing. We had brunch. I hope you did too. I hope you weren't watching us eat while being hungry. That would be terrible.
I know.
But I hope we inspired you to do some fun things.
I guess we are shutting it down. My phone was dying.
Oh, yeah,
Ugh.
it was terrible.
All right, let's see if I can get my phone back up to
So you can do all these parts.
shut it down.
But we've had several excellent drinks here. I think it has all been of the 75 variety, which is a place that you want to visit. We always recommend keeping bubbles around because it makes your life better. We've got some great, we had Eggs Benedict, which I recommend at all times for brunch.
It's asking me if I want to
That's
install
brunch
new firmware. No, I really don't.
Not now.
I
Nope.
really don't.
Nope.
Not right now.
We have the chocolates, we have the petit fours, we have the chocolate covered pretzels. There's all sorts
I'll
of
be
fun things to
diving
have
into
for me
this
to,
when we. Oh, God.
but definitely. So, thank you
Oh,
all.
thank you, Lisa and Errol,
Please.
and Dano and Elaine and Fred and Abra, like all of you.
Thanks for joining us for a couple
who are
hours on a
here.
Sunday.
You know, all of you who are still here.
I'm glad you could take a few hours
Thank
out of your day
you.
to just join our little soiree here. We give you a few good
Maurice,
ideas.
everyone who's still here.
Look, some great ideas happened today. I think they're fantastic. This is part of the
Amy.
conversation.
Oh my gosh. Okay, wait,
Yeah.
I'm going back up. Like, all of you, we love you guys, and I'm not being sappy. Oh, Glendora's video went live at 2. So
Hello.
go look for Glendora's
Go check it out.
touching Valentine's Day message for you.
Where is she? Is she up on Facebook?
She's on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram.
Wow, 3 big platforms.
Oh, wait, no.
Check it out.
No, she's on Instagram and YouTube, and then I need to share her to Facebook.
Okay, so
You can't schedule and share to Facebook at the same time. Whatever. Boring story. But
That's life in the big city.
but she'll be on Facebook shortly.
Don't look for her there, but she'll be there. She'll be at the other place.
She'll be there shortly.
So fantastic.
Oh, Steve, you can take. Oh, Julie, happy Valentine's Day, and Steve, Michael, Rusty. Oh my gosh, I'm so touched that you guys are still here. Thank you.
We like to throw a fun little show for you.
Aw.
We put a
Satellite.
great spread. Got a lot of food here.
Oh my gosh, we love you guys. It's Valentine's Day. We can get sappy. We love you guys. Thank you.
Fantastic stuff.
Yes.
Well, as always, we will be seeing you on Wednesday for another live broadcast. Theme to be announced. We'll find
I
out.
think the theme's going to be all that stuff from Lee Spirits.
Oh, that's true. There we go. Done. There.
Because they
We're
sent
dealing
us
with-
a boatload of stuff.
We're going to be dealing with a boatload of liquor to try and to start experimenting with, because that's part of the fun part. And we can tell you what's good to work with. We will see you on Saturday for another Glendora episode.
Weekend. Let's say weekend.
Sometime in the weekend, but definitely.
Let's not pin ourselves down to it.
Glenn has got a tale to tell, and we are telling it. And we'll see you on Friday for one of our regular episodes. So, as always, it has been just marvelous
Thank
to
you so
share
much for
this time
joining
with
me.
you.
For my birthday.
We had a lot of great ideas pass by here. I don't forget them.
No.
But please keep them going and remind me, because sometimes I get distracted. But they're all great ideas. We've talked about a lot.
And you guys need to converge on the tiki.
Oh.
I'm here. I'm here to support that. So
we've talked a lot about.
Fred's going to design a logo. Dano's going to make a magnetic logo for the clown. I'm here for that completely.
I think we need to show up with a surfboard and say, "Let's go surfing now." Everybody's learning how. Come on a safari with us.
You get it
That's part of the idea.
after you fix all the lights and stuff.
Yeah.
And the jukebox. Rescue the jukebox.
Gotta find the jukebox. Jeez. We've talked a lot about local liquors and the micro distilleries. Find your local micro distillery and check them out. They're making really good stuff these days. I recommend that. You could be anywhere within the 50. Fun stuff is happening all over the place.
Yeah.
If you happen to be dialing in from south of the border, I think fun stuff's happening in Argentina. So look, wherever you are, check it out. That's all part of life.
And as always, we